Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Tuesday, August 15th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Seattle Mariners versus the Kansas City Royals. Game 2 in the set to start here in just about 1 or 2 minutes. So let's get into the thumb and the starting lineups, and let's get into it. All right, starting off here, we got Julio Rodriguez on the left and Bobby Witt Jr. on the right. Leading off for the Mariners, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Batting second for the Mariners, third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Batting third, first baseman Ty France. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, big dumper catcher Cal Raleigh. Batting fifth, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Batting sixth, left fielder Dominic Canzone. Batting seventh, DHing for Seattle tonight, Mike Ford. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Jose Caballero. And batting ninth, second baseman, Josh Rojas. And on the mound, Emerson Hancock. Let's go, baby. And then let's go into the Kansas City Royals. Leading off for Kansas City, third baseman Michael Garcia. First pitch to Julio for a strike. Batting second, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. Batting third, second baseman Michael Massey. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, first baseman Salvador Perez. Batting fifth, left fielder MJ Melendez. Batting sixth, catching tonight, Freddie Furman. Batting seventh, DHing for Kansas City, Matt Beatty. Batting eighth, right fielder, Drew Waters. And batting ninth, center fielder, Kyle Isbell. And on the mound for Kansas City, Jordan Lyles. Let's go. 0-2 count to Julio. And let's get it, baby. Very hot still here in Oregon, 100-plus degree temperatures, so it is a little bit uncomfortable here still today for today and tomorrow, but your boy is here, your boy is grinding, and hopefully we can get a dub and kind of make up for that that dramatic loss that we had last night. Come on, baby. 7 career leadoff home runs for Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. We need you. Right there, Julio. Yes. Let's go. Julio starting it off early with a nice base knock right past the third baseman, a single for Julio Rodriguez. Hey, it wasn't one of these, but I'll take it. Ball in. We don't got J.P. Crawford, so we'll see how it goes. Nice job. There we go. Nice electric start for Julio. Batting second, third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Let's go, Gino. Let's go, baby. Sarah, how are you? What's good? I know, absolutely, man. Those 2 Oriole games, but the thing is, delete. For us to be able to have those emotional losses against Baltimore, and then to have nothing, no hits, no runs for 7 innings, and then to be able to get 6 in the last 2 innings in the 8th and the 9th. Hey, at least we came out swinging, and hopefully we can feed off that momentum. Hopefully in the 8th and the 9th, and we can get the dub today and get payback. Let's go. Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's do it. Hey, well, you already knew AR was starting. I mean, I think you already knew Richardson was starting. You don't pick a guy that high in the draft. I mean, if you would have started Gardner Minshew, that would have been terrible for the Colts. That would have said that we made the wrong decision and we picked the wrong guy. So that is kind of a given that he got the spot. If he struggles, then Minshew will be in, and you got one of the top 5 backups in the league, which is good. 1-1 pitch. Popped up, routine play. 1 away. Moved to Ohio. Congrats. Good luck with everything that you got going on in college there, Delete. Arenado homered, Goldie. Oh, RBI, Jordan. Nice. That's good. There we go. There we go. Cleveland. Top of the first, 0-0. Mariners and the Royals. We're going to get payback today, baby. Throw to second. Got him. Golly. Julio thrown out from fuck. I mean, anytime we try to get a little bit of momentum and then we have that, and it wasn't even Salvador Perez that threw him out. Come on, Julio. I mean, I know we want to get runners in scoring position, but Jesus Christ. We can't have you get thrown out at second. Should have ran harder. Damn it. Yeah, well, it wasn't. It was a Dominic Canzone. He lost it in the lights. If you actually watch the whole game, they actually showed the outfield where the outfielders would be looking up, and there is a section of lights where it's blinding. So it was unfortunate that happened. And so when he lost it in the lights, he ducked his head because he didn't want to get hit in the head. It tipped off the glove, and shit happens. I mean, you're only going to see that type of play happen once or twice a year. It was just unfortunate that it happened last night. So, but yeah, that is frustrating for sure. But it's not like he did it just as he's a shitty player. He just lost it in the lights. And, we see that happen to Julio from time to time, during the afternoon games where the sun is so blinding. Even if you got your stunner shades on and you look up, you're going to miss it from time to time, even if you're a professional athlete in the outfield. So I wouldn't take too much into that. That was just a hell of a play by Bobby Witt Jr. Popped up. Easy 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners. But, like I said, that particular outfield has blinding lights, and it is unexcusable. But, again, you are going to see that from time to time. Yeah, he's been good, right? I mean, think about the guys that we've brought in. Cade Marlowe for Jarred Kelenic. Actually been pretty good. Dominic Canzone, trying to get up late homers, late in games against the Orioles, and really trying to be one of those guys that's a part of the team. And honestly, get used to those guys, because if we get rid of Teoscar Hernandez and we decide to ship him off, or he goes back to Toronto or whatever, and if we don't keep him, we're probably going to have a combination of Julio at center field, right? Dominic Canzone on the right field side taking Teoscar's spot, and then either Jarred Kelenic or Cade Marlowe. So out of those four outfielders, three of them are going to get the spot. So maybe Cade Marlowe is better than Canzone. I mean, we have to kind of wait and see and evaluate. One guy plays on the left, another guy plays on the right, but I think they can swap. A left fielder typically can play right field as well. It's just a matter of comfort level. But you got to think, with all things considered, even Josh Rojas, the Colton Wong clone, who isn't very good of a player, slightly better batting average than Colton Wong, maybe not as good of a defender, but he even played pretty well last night and against the Orioles. So, and then we got Bliss in the farm system that we got in that deal, 3-for-1, obviously for someone that we really, really needed last night as a closer. When Paul Sewald, we don't have him anymore, so that one hurts a little bit. But overall, you got to think, we were one of the hottest teams in baseball since July 1. We were about 6 games below 500, going into the All-Star break, a few games before that, right? And it didn't really know or look if we could turn it around. And we went on like an 8-game win streak after getting rid of Sewald. So we just got to be able to stay positive. And a lot of these games are going to be on the road. We're better at home. And if we can just find a way to, keep it competitive, we should be able to fight the Blue Jays for that last wild card spot. So just keeping it real. Sauer in the building. What's good? Yeah, it happens, man. Well, like I said, anybody that you have that's not Paul Sewald, right? If you have Brash or anyone else, that's not their regular role. Pitching in the 6th inning and the 7th inning and the 8th inning is not the same pressure as the 9th. That's why Munoz is the guy. But again, he wasn't ready last night, based off what he did in the previous games. That's our closer. So, and Munoz is going to blow saves and give up games as well. But again, the reason that we got rid of Sewald, we needed to get a little juice in the bats. And then we wanted to be able to move Munoz there. And we thought that he was ready. So, this is a big stretch for us. I think we got 20 out of the next 28 games on the road. So we have to find a way to beat the brakes off these teams that aren't very good, like the Royals. We cannot lose to teams like Kansas City if we want to be able to make the playoffs. Big facts. Yeah, JP is on the injured list still, and you will have to take a look at that to see if it was a 10-day or 15-day. I believe the last time I checked, it was 10. Little bloop single. God damn it. But he should be back sooner than later. It was concussion protocol and just making sure that we're taking care of him as an athlete. So, of course, if we had J.P. Crawford, I really think that we would have swept the Orioles or won 2 out of 3. He is honestly one of the most valuable pieces on offense and defense and leadership on the team. You might say, oh, Julio's a better player. True, but who has better leadership? J.P. Crawford. So that's the facts. And when you have your leadoff man not there, Julio isn't a very good leadoff man. It's better to have JP lead off and Julio second. And when they get going early, we win. When they don't or they're injured, we lose. So the magic number today is going to be 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits like I've done every game, and hopefully we can get there. So I'm not sure if I would say Cade Marlowe's better than Jarred Kelenic, but he's matched Jarred Kelenic's production. And they're both pretty good in the outfield as well. Jarred Kelenic was our best player for the first 50 games. No one else was hot besides him. So we have to remember that, okay? And then he kicked the cooler. He's got kind of a hot head, right? But it's not like we can be like Cade Marlowe is going to replace Jarred Kelenic, get rid of him. No, we need Jarred Kelenic. And like I said, it has nothing to do with Kelenic and Sewald not playing or being on the team for us getting on a win streak. We need Jarred Kelenic to be able to, keep it moving. So, but I am happy with Marlowe and Dom. And remember, Dominic Canzone's a rookie. This guy has not been in the league for 10 years. That's why fucking Diamondback fans were pissed. They got Sewald. They're like, cool, but Dominic Canzone is the future in their eyes. They already have a few other people there that they're building their team around, right? But, like one of the studs from the Pacific Northwest, who I'm talking about, right? But besides that, that was one of the guys that they were really looking forward to. So, we can't be too hard on some of these new guys. If we're going to be critical, maybe Josh Rojas deserves to have some criticism, but as of late, he's played pretty well. So with all things considered, we just need Munoz and JP to do their job. JP to stay healthy, get healthy, and Munoz to be the closer more times than not. So. And obviously having Sewald would make the team you think would be in that structure. But remember, we did go on an 8-game win streak without Sewald. So it's like we can still win without him. And we need a little pop in the bats, and we need to mix things up. We're not a very good hitting team. We have pitchers galore, right? But we don't have hitters. We've been batting .230 for the whole fucking year and haven't got better. So remember that as well. So, and, it might look like we didn't really get anything great back in the trade, but we did. Canzone, I feel it could be a starter. If Teoscar leaves, Bliss, the guy in the farm system, was batting 300 like in AAA, and that's a guy that we traded away, and we got him back. Just like Harry Ford might be our new catcher in a couple years, taking over for Murphy or Cal. So if you actually look in the farm system, single A, high A, double A, triple A, we got some guys. Got him at second. Woo! There we go. Sit down. Hey, you try to steal on us? Hey, we're going to get you right back. Nice throw out by Cal. There we go. Hell yeah. 2 away. Yes, and JP was starting to heat up, and honestly, I think that he is the most critical piece in our starting lineup because if you don't have a good leadoff hitter, it's very hard to get things going. Just imagine the Mariners with no Ichiro, or guys like D. Gordon, those guys that would lead off. You need those key pieces. And he's a great leader. He's a great clubhouse guy, dugout guy, human being, and he's good at defense. And he was heating up. And instead of having just Jarred Kelenic heating up, we had about 5 guys out of 9 or maybe 4 that were heating up. J.P. Crawford, Julio, right? A little bit of Teoscar Hernandez. Every single guy started to kind of heat up a little bit more, and that's big facts. So, I mean, I know it doesn't seem like that we got anything really, really good, but I think we did. We just have to think about long term. And obviously, when you got a guy like Munoz, it's not like we didn't have a setup guy that was pitching in the 8th that could be the 9th. Remember, Munoz was the guy before. And the only reason Sewald was a closer this year is because Munoz got hurt. And we had to force Sewald to be the last guy, not the setup guy. Because it used to be Sewald in the 8th, setup guy, Munoz in the 9th. And they flipped roles because of the injury. And then Munoz was out almost a whole year until recently. So we'll be okay. Of course, do I miss Paul Sewald? You bet your ass I do. I miss him. He was our most consistent player, you can argue, on the Mariners all year up to that point. But we can find ways to win. We'll be all right. And then we needed a little juice in the bats and a little defense too. So step in the building. What's good? And trust me, if I thought that we didn't get anything good in return, I would be the first one to criticize the Mariners. I've been watching them, since 1985. So I think I have a gauge, a good feeling if I think we got ripped off or not. And it wasn't a 1-for-1. It was a 3-for-1. So we got to remember that too. Okay. Yeah, and I think Sauer, he's going to learn his lesson. I think we're going to get him back. Let's take a quick peek. I'm going to take a quick peek here to see. I got some other Mariner buddies that are very hardcore like me that are always, we're insane. We read everything like on the farm system. I mean, we're talking about any little thing you could think of. Bottom of the first, 0-0, 2-2 pitch to Massey, 2 outs. And then there's another guy right here with the Emerson Hancock, another guy that was a 2020 first rounder, 6th overall from Georgia. No one even expected him to come up this year. He was supposed to be for next year. But when you get guys that get hurt a little bit like Wu and a few of these others, we need to make sure that we keep having these guys ready, and available. Next man up, So the pitching is not a problem. We have an abundance of pitching, but we do need better players for hitters and defenders. Yes, and I agree with that. But I'm not going to give up on Jarred Kelenic like a lot of people did prior to the season last year. Just because you have mental health issues and you go in a slump and you're emotional, we just got to be able to channel that emotion to positivity and not getting pissed all the time. But again, check it out. If you were a baseball player, Sauer, or if I was too, and we're hitting back to back, like maybe 4th and 5th, and the umps are ripping us off game in and game out, at some point, the hothead on the team is going to lose it. And even guys that aren't hotheads have been losing it. The umps have been fucking terrible this year, and not just Angel Hernandez. Facts popped up. Looks like it might be a routine inning for the Mariners here. Good defense. There we go, Julio. Good job. There we go. Let's go. We always have to keep things in perspective, right? But until we get this guy back, nice catch by Julio in the outfield. But until we get this guy back, we're not going to be full strength. He offers so much. And I feel that, if you didn't realize how good he was or how good he is or what he provides in leadership at the top and also coaching guys up in the dugout and just being that all around, consummate pro, with him out of the lineup, you're like, holy hell, we're not good without him. So it shows you, yeah, we got Julio and that's all great. We got Gino and we got Ty France and Cal Raleigh and Teoscar. But have you noticed? When we don't have JP in the lineup to get the ball rolling, he turns the key to get the gas going. He puts his foot on the pedal to get the car starts going. But when he's not in there, we got a car, there's no gas. You can't expect Julio and Gino and France and Raleigh and Hernandez to get going right away. Sometimes they need someone to turn the key, and that is JP Crawford. So, and I think that if you didn't realize that now, or if I've said it, now you're like, holy shit, he's right. Like, we're not good without him. So, and we're not going to probably have another JP Crawford anytime soon. So we need to baby him, nurture him, take care of him like Ichiro. He'll never be Ichiro. That's fine. But for what he does, offense, defense, and leadership, I don't think you can put a price on it. He is the best leadoff hitter since Ichiro on the Seattle Mariner team. So big facts. So we just got to keep it moving and stay positive. And I 100% agree. He's got fantastic speed, 100 to 103, but he doesn't have control and location. He just throws it and tries to blow it past you. Give him the smoke, right? Who wants the smoke? We want it, right? But a lot of times if you pitch 100 to 103, what happens? If it's somewhere in the zone, it's going to be a home run. You know what I mean? But for guys like George Kirby and Brash, normally if he doesn't pitch in the, 9th or at the end of the game, it's about location, right? And giving you a little bit of speed. So you get a little Greg Maddux with the location, right? But then you got to give a little bit of that speed, 95 to 100. So not every guy has the location. So that's big facts. Yeah, he's nice. Bright future. We have so many guys. So then we can decide, after Marco Gonzalez, if we decide to get rid of him, there's other guys that we can plug in like Emerson Hancock, Brian Wu, and a few others. And there's others that are sitting there in single A, high A, double A, triple A, waiting for their chance. Usually the Mariners take 3 years for their guys to develop. So we draft a guy in 2023. We might not see him until 2026. But if we see him, he's going to be ready. So that's another thing too. Steven in the building. What's good? He said fire service. Most of the time I would agree, but I think we need to get rid of Dipoto first and keep Service around because sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side. We could get rid of Scott Service, but legitimately, who are we going to get that's going to be better? Honestly, that's available. That's not on a great team already. the chances are we would get a mid-level coach, manager that would be around the service level or maybe worse. So at this point, I criticize the hell out of him a lot. We should keep him, get rid of Dipoto. We get rid of Dipoto, then we can decide at that point if we want to get rid of service, but piece by piece because we can't fire both. Nice, 5-0. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we have so many pieces, and like I said, Harry Ford, there's a lot of promise there too. Because if that guy can be like the Buster Posey, for our team, and then we don't necessarily even have to rely on Cal as much or Tom Murphy, they're just like a luxury, and we can put those guys at DH, and then we can have a better catcher overall that can throw guys out from home and give you maybe something different with the bat, maybe a better contact hitter, maybe not as good of a home run hitter as Cal Raleigh, but a guy that'll get on base more often. I mean, that's what we're needing, So exciting future. Let's go. But again, you know how much I love Cal Raleigh and Murphy. I love a lot of the guys on the team. There's only a few guys that I'm like, maybe we need to get rid of those guys, but not very many. Top of the second, 0-0. Let's go, Teoscar. Shot foul. I'm looking up the information. Okay, so Marco Gonzalez out for the year. Brian Wu, 15-day DL. JP Crawford on a 7. There we go, Teo. Nice. Go, go, go. Go back, go back. Don't try to go to second. All right, so JP Crawford, 7-day IL. So he could come back before then. Wu, 15. And then Marco Gonzalez, his career, not career, but his year is over. But Marco don't got too much left. So, and again, we got other guys like Emerson Hancock, Wu, that can be like the 5. So it's like you got let's see, Bryce Miller, George Kirby, Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, and now maybe Emerson Hancock over Brian Wu. But that's pretty fucking good. I mean, think about who else has a better starting 6 than us in Major League Baseball. Honestly, we might arguably have the best starting 6 in baseball or top 3. Like, we're up there. Even our guys at number 5 hole, number 6 hole with Emerson Hancock and Brian Wu, they have potential to be a guy that could be like maybe moving up to be the number 4 guy, even over like a Logan Gilbert. So that's really exciting. So, all right, come on, Dom. Yes. Now, if we could get a hitting scout as good as our pitching scout, then that's when we're going to be good. We need to improve there. Big facts. All right, come on, Dom. And they finally started releasing some Mariner Dominic Canzone, and I didn't want to keep putting up the goddamn Diamondback photo. So thank you, photographers, for finally doing your job so we can throw up this one. And hopefully I'll get a few more that look, maybe like a hitting pose or something of that nature, Top of the second, 0-0, still 100 to 105 degrees here in Oregon. Hot as hell, right? But your boy's grinding. Your boy is, we're going to grind it out. We're going to get this. Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's do it. And I'm doing well besides it's being hot as hell. I went for a walk with Paisley this morning, popped up by Canzone, routine play for the Royals, should be 2 away. But we went for a walk early, 5, 6, 7 a.m. Today actually was a little bit later because I stayed up really late. I was finishing up Star Wars Andor. That's kind of like the spinoff, like Mandalorian, season 1 and 2. And then they have another one that's coming out here in like a week. So I figured, oh shit, I better start finishing this up. So I got a couple episodes left, but I was binging that late last night till like 2, 3 in the morning. And then we went for a walk at 8 a.m. and it was already like 70, 75. Got an hour walk in. Now I got to wait until probably 11 or midnight and we'll go again for another walk. Ford pops up. God damn it. Routine inning again in the first and the second. No JP Crawford, no hits, no runs. And that is a problem. Damn it. But other than that, yeah, I'm good. Just been just trying to stay cool. And obviously I couldn't even sleep in my room last night. I slept on the living room floor. I have like these pads for me and Paisley. I stacked them 2 up on each other. And then I would just sat right next to the AC. And I don't have like a wall or a window AC where you go up and down and the flaps open. I got one where it's the tube. So it's like an indoor AC with a big ass tube, industrial tube. And then it's connected to another tube and like a piece that goes into the wall or into the window. And then you close the window and it's got the slit for the tube for it to breathe. And that thing works pretty good. We have it set for 62 degrees, but still it hasn't been able to cool the whole house down yet. just because of the location of the house and whatnot. And some of the rooms are still a little hot, even though we've had it on all day, all night for a couple days now. But at least I was able to sleep comfortably because I could feel like the coolness on my face. And as long as I have that and in my upper body, then I'll be able to fall asleep with Paisley. And now she's sitting here next to me, just laying down. She's hot. She just got dinner and she's just hanging out with dad. She loves daddy. So other than that, I'm exercising still, trying to still keep to a regimen and a routine. And your boy's still grinding. And then I was thinking, you know what? I could end up doing some more reaction videos, but the 4 that were left really weren't really that good of games. And I didn't want to sit in here in like a 105-degree room, for ones that I felt that weren't really going to get a whole lot of views anyways. I feel with those other 4, the last 4 games, I did 12 reaction videos out of the 16 games. I feel that every single one of those would have only hit like maybe 100 views or less. So I was like, nah, it's not really worth it. Now, if it was a normal temperature, I would have got up at like 6 a.m. and then I took her for the walk and I would have gotten them done this morning. But I got to look out for my mental health too and spend time with Paisley and not just sitting here and sweating my balls off, for nothing. I got to make sure I feel like I'm getting compensated for my hard work. And I do plan on trying to do 90% of the reaction videos every single week. So, all right, come on, Hancock, let's go. Got a nice one of him too. Let's go, Emerson. So fresh and so clean. First round pick, 2020, 6th overall from Georgia. So this guy could be better than Brian Wu. Brian Wu, like a 6th rounder, 5th, 6th rounder. So when you get a guy like Wu, he can throw 10 Ks, but he's not going to have a lot on the win column. But this guy should. He should be just like, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert. That's the potential that we have for this guy. Now, it may take him a while, to get there, a year or two. But as long as we get him experience now, he was supposed to play next year. So whatever he does now will get him ready to maybe be the number 5 guy, the number 5 hole pitcher next year. Or maybe even higher, depending on how strong he finishes with his starts this year. So, yes, that is a part of it as well. Also, global warming, El Nino, you know what I mean? I've lived here in Oregon my whole life. I'm 41, and I never remember a 4-day stretch of 100 to 106. I don't live in Texas. I don't live in Arizona like some of my friends, Salvador Perez, and as long as we don't give up homers to him, we should be fine as well. Lacey Evans left. Salvador Perez, I got to make sure I don't give him too much love. We did this yesterday, and what did he do? 3-run homer and took us out of the game for fucking 7 innings. But I still show love because I'm not a hater. Okay? 0-2 pitch to Salvador Perez, and it's a cool photo. He just went yard. He's screaming, right? Let's go Royals. I'm the man. And we need to capture those moments. It's not too much. I'll give them their flowers and their love, but not too much. Let's go. But I can't wait for this heat wave to get over. It's a little too much for me. Perez popped up to Julio. There we go. 1 away. Good job, J-Rod. There we go. Got to make sure we get those outfield photos too. You can't just have batting photos when they end up doing a good defensive play. You got to be able to sprinkle in the defensive ones. Right? And I can't wait to be able to throw this one up again. Like, I don't think I've missed a player as much as I miss Kelenic, but I miss JP even more. Reflect in the building. What's good? We're going to get the dub today. We're getting payback. How's the weather for you there in Washington? Still hot as hell. It's still 100 to 105 here in Oregon. So, and I got one more day of the hotness, and then it starts to kind of taper off a little bit. We'll still be in the high 90s on Thursday, but then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we start to get into like the high 70s, low 80s, mid 80s, and that's what I like. Damn it, MJ Melendez with a hit. Motherfuck. As long as we don't give up runs early, they can have all the base hits they want. All right, MJ, I see you. Bottom of the second, 0-0. And again, remember, we play better at home than we do on the road as well. All right, next up, playing catcher instead of Salvador Perez today, Freddie Furman. Not Freeman, Furman. Okay. The Freddie Furman. Hopefully he doesn't do nothing on us. Oh, dude, how many home runs has he robbed this year? There's not very many people better than Julio in the outfield as far as defense is concerned. He's the modern day Ken Griffey Jr. on the defensive side. On the offensive side, he ain't Griffey yet. Nowhere near that. Nowhere near. But on the defensive side, he is money. And I would put his skill set, right there with Griffey or just slightly below Griffey. And obviously we know how good Griffey was as well. Defense isn't a problem for Julio or stealing bags, even though he got thrown out today at second. The problem is being patient in the box and hitting and, knowing when to hit for power and knowing when we need a fucking single and just to keep the drive going. So if he can learn that, and being able to modify his swing a little bit, get back to his rookie swing and move his hands and his wrists a little bit quicker. The main reason Julio isn't as good this year compared to last year is that he's not a very good hitter when the pitches are inside. Inside, he used to pull his wrist very quickly, right? And he was able to pull baseballs, to first, to second, to third. He would spread it like Ichiro. This year, he can't do that. He changed and modified his swing. Pitchers figured him out. And when pitchers go inside on him, his average is much lower. It's like 200 to 220, compared to in the zone or outside, which is a little higher. There we go. There we go. End of the second inning. Good job, Emerson. Nice job. I mean, I like to break down a lot of the film. And, I like to listen to Harold Reynolds on MLB Network, too, the former Mariner, because he's going to criticize the Mariners fairly, just like I do. I'm not going to be like, oh, Julio. Let's be honest. Julio didn't even deserve to be in the All-Star game this year. And I'm the biggest Julio fan. You know what I mean? I mean, especially with me getting a fucking Julio rookie foul ball and all the memorabilia I got. I mean, like I said, I love this guy, just like I love Griffey, but he's nowhere near Griffey. So we just have to understand that, he's got a chance to be a Hall of Famer, but he first needs to be able to be a consistent player on the daily, then a consistent all-star, right? And then, we can look at his career and be like, yeah, he's Hall of Fame. But one thing that he is fantastic at is defense. And I definitely think he's top 3 candidate for Gold Glove. Like, who's better, right now in the American League, at defense in the outfield? Sometimes when Mike Trout is out there, but he's aging, Aaron Judge is decent, but he's been injured. Look at all the outfielders that are out there. I would put him even matching up to the top National League outfielders. I would put him up there for defense as well. So, yeah, it's way too fucking hot, bro. Way too hot. Staying hydrated. Yeah, I had to sleep in the living room on the floor next to the AC unit because my room was too hot. So, and I'll probably do that with Paisley again tonight. $5 holla. Thank you. It's always good that we can get started early within the first 30 minutes or so, and we'll see where we can get. $5 holla, 95 to hit the goal. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $5 holla. Let me know what Cardinal player you want. Jordan Walker, Goldschmidt, Arenado. I got you. Oh, there was a lot of guys that were robbed. And like I said, the problem to me with like all-star games and Pro Bowl, All-Pro, in all sports, NHL, NBA, MLB, NFL, it's a popularity contest. And sometimes if you're a legend, they just throw you in there because you're a legend. Mike Trout, oh, you're batting 200? You're Mike Trout, though. Legend. But yeah, what happens if there's a Mike Smith that's batting 320 and he's got 25 homers, but you decide to put in Mike Trout, even though he's batting 200 and he's got 18? It's because of the legacy and the factor of being that Hall of Fame guy. I just want the best to get in there. And if you play good, let's have Mike Smith get in, rather than a Mike Trout. You know what I'm saying? Or even with Julio. Now, Julio, obviously the Mariners were hosting the All-Star, game. He's in the home run derby. Of course, you got to have him. But again, did he deserve it this year? No, he did not. You could say maybe with the defense and the running the bags a little bit, but definitely not on the hitting side. Big facts. Good. Taking that day off. Hell yeah. Nothing makes me happier when you can come in here and hang out with everyone in the room, bro. Yeah. Team bias, with the legends, and recency bias. So recency bias is what have you done for me lately? And they only look at that. Oh, this is what he did. Oh, you know what I mean? But what about, currently, instead of just like what happened last year or up to that point, like you got to be able to look at the full picture. And it's definitely a popularity contest in a lot of the all-star games. Like I said before, in the NFL, the Pro Bowl doesn't matter. All pro is what really matters. That's the pristine, award. You know what I mean? Pro Bowl doesn't mean anything. That's a popularity contest. And then you get guys that get in eventually because the guy's like, nope, I don't want to play. And then the guy that should have gotten it right out of the gates has to be a reserve, Jose Caballero going into the dugout. Yeah, you guys are the best team in baseball. Out number one for Jose Caballero. Next up, second baseman Josh Rojas. No homers, 226 average, 28 ribbies. And obviously a Colton Wong clone, not as good as defense, but has been actually playing pretty well as of late. So if we can get hits, that's what we need. And he hasn't really made any big fuck ups on defense just yet either. Knock on wood. Top of the third, 0-0, 2-1 count to Josh Rojas. Let's go, baby. But I can't wait for JP to come back. Anthony Richardson. Okay, I got you. Ooh, Rojas with some good contact, but foul. Yeah, it's not even close. 231. Next closest is 186, and let him know who 186 is. If you still have that number up. Yeah, it's also you got to look at the plus minus differential on home and on the road. And I take a look at a lot of those stats too. That's when you can tell how much better the Braves are and the really good teams are compared to some of the others. I'll pull it up here for you guys and I'll let you know. So the differential, right, for the really, really good teams. The Braves have a differential. They're the first team in baseball to have over 200 plus differential. Normally it's like 170 or lower. They got plus 201. Runs scored, runs against. That's how good they are. 695 scored, only 494 against. I have never seen that. Even when the Dodgers were in their heyday, they never hit 200 over, right? So that shows you how good they are. The Dodgers, for example, are the second best team in the National League, plus 136. So normally 100 to 150, 160 differential, right? But they're not as good as the World Series teams of a couple years ago, which would normally be 150 to 170, plus minus differential. So 201 for Atlanta. Second is the Dodgers at 136. And then third in the National League, believe it or not, and it doesn't even sound like it would be true. Third, right, is the Cubs with plus 64. That's nuts. That shows you like what the difference is. The Padres plus 54, Cubs plus 64, Phillies plus 33. So what that tells you is the National League is ass. They're not good. The Braves are really, really good. Best team in baseball, World Series champs. Dodgers are second best. Everyone else is fucking straight bootios. Okay? Then if we go into the American League, okay? Texas Rangers plus 193. They're almost there with the Braves. Okay? Tampa Bay Rays, they got Wander Franco with the 14-year-old. Come on, guy. Plus 147. Okay? And then after that, the Rangers go to the Astros plus 82, right? And then you got Mariners plus 57 and Baltimore Orioles plus 68, Blue Jays plus 59. And so it really shows you got two teams, Rangers plus 193, close to the Braves, Tampa Bay Rays plus 147, and there's a huge drop-off all the way to the Stros with plus 82. So it shows you it shows you who the top four teams in baseball are. The Rangers, the Rays, the Braves, and the Dodgers. Pretty simple. There we go. Go to the bottom of the third. Damn it. A 5.98 ERA. So it's just like yesterday with the high 5 ERA, but that doesn't mean that we're going to get hits, So we'll see. But I like bringing up those stats because that really tells me who is, not only scoring runs, but more than likely they're giving their, pitchers a little bit of a breather. It's like if you have a really good O-line and a really good running back, right? The quarterback feels great. He's like, I don't even need to go for fucking 3 touchdowns a day. Maybe all I need is 1. Maybe I run in for 1 and maybe I throw for 1, but my O-line is great. My running back is good. He'll maybe get me 2 tutties. I don't have to work so hard. And when you get teams that have that plus minus differential, it's a lot easier for the pitchers to not worry about, oh God, we need to get 5 to 8 runs for me to even get the dub. They just do them, do you, as they say, do you, and everything will fall into place. But that shows you the plus minus differential. Those 4 teams are over 100. 2 of them are almost at 200, right? Rangers and Braves, by far the 2 best, and then a couple others that are close, and then everyone else is like at 80, or lower, which is pretty normal and standard for teams that are 3rd, 4th, 5th in the American League or the National League. That's the drop off. But a lot of people don't deep dive and look at the stats the way that I do, and that's why I like to be able to give you guys like the shit that I look at after games are over. I go deep diving Baseball Reference and my reading on like Twitter and X and all the beat writers and obviously everything that's available on MLB.com and ESPN.com. So it's almost like mind-blowing. Also, like knowing that the Mariners are a top 2 team with bases loaded. If we didn't look that up, we would never know that stat. But those are the key stats that we need to know. So when we do get bases loaded, we can get excited that we know that we have a chance now, Beatty? God damn it. Well, at least we're not giving up anything too big yet. Nice hit by Beatty. Can't be a hater. But that's why I also think for Mariner fans, overall, you could put Mariner fans, as far as knowledge is concerned, we are one of the most smartest fan bases across the board in Major League Baseball. I think that we're not fair weather. We're very passionate. We're smart. We still give our flowers to the opponents, unless it's like the Astros, then we're like, fuck you, just like every other team. But besides them, and sometimes having beef with the Angels, we get along with pretty much everyone. We like the Yankee rivalry. We like the Blue Jay rivalry. We don't really like the Angels and the Astros for particular reasons. We know why. Winker, the fight, and obviously the Astros being fucking bums and cheaters, right? But that's what it's about. I got to represent, for the Mariner fan base on YouTube that we're no fucking dummies. We know what we're talking about. And of course, we're not bandwagon. We've had 4 good years out of 35, but I think that we know when we're good and we know when we're not. And obviously moving forward from last year, we're going to have a really good 15-year stretch, probably the best stretch in the history of the Seattle Mariners. Facts. I mean, think about it, with guys like Julio and Bryce Miller and George Kirby. And then on top of that, Luis Castillo and Gilbert and some of these other guys that we have. I mean, as far as talent, this is some of the best that we've had since the early 2000s with Ichiro and that squad, or in the 90s with Griffey, A-Rod, Jay Buhner, Tino Martinez, and a lot of those other guys as well. There we go, Jose. Good defense, Caballero. 1 away. 2 away. Bang! There we go. Yeah. Is that good? They're leading in OPS, average home runs, RBIs, and runs. So if you don't win the World Series or don't get there and someone beats you, that's just the only team that can beat you guys is you. Just like when the Golden State Warriors were really hot with Steph and Clay and Draymond and Kerr, regardless if they had KD or not. You knew last year, not this year where we had the Nuggets win, but the previous year, no one was beating them. The Celtics weren't going to beat them. The only team that was going to beat the Warriors was themselves. And that's the same thing I feel with this year with the Braves. And again, if the Rangers make it to the World Series, they're only winning 2 games, and it's going to be a 4-2 Braves and 6. You can write that down, whatever you want to do. But if it ends up being the Astros, that's the one that you would be worried about, because that's the one that the Astros could win, and it could go 7. So we did, if you're a Braves fan, you probably are like, fuck, anybody but the Astros. They don't even need to be the number 1 team. You could have the Rays, the Orioles, and then the Astros, even the Rangers. Hell, though, the Astros could be the 4th best team, but they're the most dangerous in my eyes, just based on their history, not just the cheating, but just who they have, who their manager is, and the guys that they have from top to bottom with Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, and everyone in between. You know, it's like, yeah, the Rangers, Rays, and Orioles are good, but can they do it in pressure? We don't know yet. We'll see. Yeah, that's insane, right? All right, let's get some Richardson for Sarah here. Name the starter, which he would be. He's going to have flashes of greatness, but there's going to be games where he is going to be terrible. And that's just keeping it 100. Same thing goes, though, for Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. So it's not like I'm just picking on him. All three, you know, are going to be, you know, good at times, but terrible at times. You know, and some of that is a product of who's around them and who's coaching them, and also, too, them themselves as a player. So, I mean, none of those three are going to be Justin Herbert. None of those three are going to be Trevor Lawrence. That's just the bottom line facts, you know, but Richardson has a chance to be Cam Newton. And if he can be Cam Newton or even be a better thrower than Cam Newton and run like Cam Newton, then you got something special there. But the one thing that Anthony needs to understand is that these players are much, much faster. And you cannot, I repeat, cannot throw sidearm like this in that first game. You cannot do that. You might have been able to get away with it at Florida, but you're not going to get away with that in the NFL. But that's a very cool photo. It's a brand new one that just got debuted. Suarez, back, gone! Boom. Yes, sir. There we go. Gino. He's coming to the party. It's Gino. 1-0 Mariners. Fly away. Let's go. My guy. Hell yeah. Good shit. Suarez, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go, Ty. Good start for us. We needed that. Sometimes you got to swing early. You know, that first pitch strike. And I don't think anyone really gives a shit if Gino swings at the first two pitches because Ty, it's gone. Ty France, back-to-back homers. Yes. There we go. What's better than one home run? How about two? Back-to-back Jacks, 2-0 Mariners. That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. Let's make it 3-for-3. Catcher, big dumper, the man with the big booty. Let's get 3-for-3 here. Let's go, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, dumper. There we go. Hell yeah. Back-to-back homers for the Mariners. Unbelievable. We're winning this game, like I told y'all at the beginning. We're winning. You know, we already had the struggles with the 2 games against the Orioles, that emotional loss yesterday. JP's not coming back, you know, for a few more games. So get the trident out. Let's go. Hell yeah. 2-0 Mariners. And what's the magic number for the Mariners? 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, and we're already halfway there. Good shit. Let's go. Walked him. I'll take that. Cal go to first. Right in the fucking breadbasket. He knew it as soon as he got contact. Sweet spot. Bye-bye. He said, where'd it go? Out of the stadium. Woo! Next up, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you watch it. So depending on if you have MLB extra innings, if you have cable, or if you have satellite, if you're watching it on a TV through a stream, or if you're doing it on the computer or your phone, depending on how you watch it, sometimes there's going to be one that's a little faster. Not just, you know, oh, I'm watching it on a stream and it's, you know, 30 seconds lagged, you know, on that. I mean, every provider is different across the country. And I also noticed too, when I watch something on the computer, it's faster than watching it on the app on the TV for whatever reason. So top of the fourth, 2-0 Mariners. But regardless of how we watch or where we watch, on whatever provider we watch, we're only going to be about 30 seconds apart between everyone. Some people are going to get it a little bit sooner. Some people will get it 15 seconds to 30 seconds later, but it's not going to be like 3 minutes later, where it's like, this sucks, like we want to be at least kind of in the same loop. So let's go. 2-0 Mariners. Hell yeah. They're like, oh, dog, you've been sweating in that 105 degree temperature. We need you to keep moving, and I'm going to. Let's go. Pop foul. So when you're talking about the real app, what are you talking about? You're on MLB.com and you're doing it through like the Gamecast option, like there? Is that what you're watching it on, or are you actually watching like the game itself on like extra innings? Because if you get it on MLB.com game day and you actually watch it through there, that will be as live as it's going to be on any TV provider. ESPN is a little bit later typically. Back. Gone! Are you fucking kidding me? Teo! Wow. Teo, come in, I want to come home. Teo, come in, I want to come home. Let's go! 4-0 Mariners. Hey, that's what happens when we get more Mariner people in here watching the game with me, not just like me and Reflect. That's what happens, baby. That's what happens. Hey, it wasn't back to back, a walk, and then another one, baby. But it's better that Teoscar hit it because then we got Cal on for a 2-run homer instead of being up 4-0. It would have been 3-0. Now, can we get Dom to join the party? What do you say, Dom? I like you. Okay? Let's join the home run party. Like, think about all the heartache we've had in the last 3 games, right? Not today. We got this shit. Let's go. Magic number is 5. Shepard's not even a Mariner fan. He knows. He's like, this guy says it fucking every game. He knows. And there we go. And the best part about everything right now, how many outs do we have? How many outs? Can someone tell me? Oh, 0. That's great. 4 home runs with no outs. This could be, I mean, again, we could just go bah, 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 and we could end up just like, 1, 2, 3, and we end up getting 4. But there's a good possibility that we could get at least a 5, maybe even 6 in this inning. We got to strike while the iron is hot. Unbelievable. Homer Fest. It's that good karma, though. You know what I mean? Like, just understanding if JP played, we would have swept the Orioles, or I think 1, 2 out of 3. Right. And then obviously last night, if we just didn't have 7 innings of nothing, we would have came back earlier and would have won that game. But, when you're down that many runs and you have nothing for 7 innings and you have to get 6 runs in the 8th and the 9th, I mean, come on. I mean, how many teams could really do that? Not very many. It's high fives. But that guy yesterday had a high 5 ERA also. So I'll see what it is now after the home runs. Let's see what it's adjusted to. Maybe it's a little flip. Oh, he dropped it. Safe. He dropped it. Hell yeah. Everything going our way. Yes. All right. So his ERA was in the high 5s, like 5.95. We just hit 3 homers on him. A solo shot, a 2-run shot. Now his ERA is 6.26. There we go. And then here, lazy play at first, right? I'll take that error and no outs, and we're going to keep it moving. Dom joins the hit club. You just got to talk it into existence. Megan in the building. How are you? Congratulations. There you go. All right, time for Mike Ford. And if anyone is due for a homer that should have got one like 10 games ago, it's this guy. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get one right here, but it would be nice if he gets one sometime today. He is overdue. He was like really hot when we came in. We didn't know who our DH was. They were like Dylan Moore, Taylor Trammell, Colton Wong. And I was like, no, 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 no. And then finally, 50 to 60 games in, Mike Ford was hot. Remember against the Angels and a few of those teams where he hit a few homers? But then as of late, the last like 10, 15 games, he's been ice cold. So it's something has to give. Otherwise, just put Tom Murphy in at DH because I know at least he can get hits. But again, they don't want Mike Ford to lose his confidence. We need to have him gain confidence. But again, it's been a while since he hit his last homer. 220 average, 11 homers, and 24 ribbies. But again, he had 4 or 5 home runs initially within the first like 4 games. So you got to think about that too. He had 4 or 5 homers within the first 4 or 5 games at DH. So then since then, he's only had about 5 or 6 homers. So not good. So hopefully he can turn it up here. Yeah, but we have 20 of the next 28 games going back to like yesterday. They're on the road. So without a whole lot of time off in between. So this is really going to make or break the Mariners if we want to get to 90 wins and compete for the Blue Jays for that last spot, right? We already know Rangers, Astros, one is winning the division, the other is getting a wild card. Orioles and Rays, one is winning the division, one's getting the wild card. And then it's going to come down to the Blue Jays or the Mariners. Who's going to be the team? Toronto or Seattle? It's up to us to be able to make sure it's us. Ooh, is that your rental, bro? Oh, that's nice. With the fucking convertible, Shep? Shep. That's nice. That's a nice Mustang, bro. Wow, look at the interior. One away. I like, bro. Any type of Corvette or Mustang or Camaro. Yeah, pretty sweet, dude. New one. Nice. Yeah. Well, Stanton runs like a fucking, like a grandpa now. The guy's speed on a scale of 0 to 100 is like -10. I mean, the guy can't run. I mean, he can still hit, but I've seen a few highlights of him within the last maybe 20 games where he was trying to like run home. They caught him like halfway going home. The guy like can't run. Oh, Cabanero. Yes, 5-0 Mariners. There we go. What's the magic number for the Mariners, y'all? You already know what it is. It's 5 runs. And look what it is right now. 5-0 Mariners. Nice job, Jose, to pull that down. The third base line. Now, if that was Bobby Witt Jr., right? If he was actually playing third base instead of Michael Garcia, that would have been caught. But no. They have Bobby Witt at shortstop. So sorry, not today. Next up, second baseman, Josh Rojas. Let's keep the magic going. Let's go, Josh. Good shit. There we go. Marlon, yeah, you already know. When his name was Mike Stanton, and before he went to Giancarlo. A lot of people don't even remember that. Certain people. Like, David Ortiz, that's not his real name, right? Yeah, his Ortiz name was done after when he was on the Minnesota Twins. So if you go back and look at his old rookie cards, yeah, it wasn't Ortiz his whole life, but only true baseball heads know that type of stuff. All right, top of the fourth, 5-0 Mariners. Runner at second. Rojas! Rojas! Yeah! Yes! First career home run for Josh Rojas in 2023. It's a homer party. Woo! Let's go. When I told y'all we're going to win, we're going to win. Let's go. Everyone's getting in on the party. And again, we could have criticized Josh Rojas. Oh, you're just Colton Wong. You're not going to do anything. You can't play defense. But like, what did I say? He's been pretty good against the Orioles and obviously against the Royals yesterday. And did I think he was going to homer today? No. But sometimes when you get momentum, Uncle Mo, not only is Uncle Mo in Seattle, but obviously in Kansas City, rooting for Seattle in the dugout, but his shirt is off. He's eating chips off his belly. He's got the trident in his hand, and he ain't going nowhere. So when you got that kind of fucking momentum, where you got Uncle Mo sitting there eating chips off his belly, drinking the beers, right? He moved in. He ain't leaving anytime soon, and we are fucking rolling. 7-0. Let's go. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. And this is probably the best stretch that we've had in an inning or two in a minute. Let's go, baby. How about you? How about you? You want to join the party? Huh? 7-0, Mariners. But honestly, we're due for a win like this, right? Fuck yeah. Rojas, dude. I love it. You know, and like I said, it's like Colton Wong as well. We would never expect anything from him. And then if he homers, we're like, oh, yeah, they're fucked. There's no way they're coming back now, especially when our like worst player in the lineup homers. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. And then the haters, as Julio strikes out, they'll be like, well, you guys should be winning against the Royals. They're terrible. Yeah, but they have been kind of on a win streak, and they've been playing better, and they're at home. So, yeah, when it's the Royals and the A's and the Nats, they're terrible. But still, when you have a couple close ones that are nail biters and emotional, and you lose against the Orioles at the very end, sometimes that negative energy carries over into the first set in the next series, which it did, and we didn't do anything for 7 innings, but we fought hard, and that momentum that we had in the 8th and 9th, where we got 6 runs, even though we lost, it carried over till today. It's very obvious it did, and now we're rolling, and maybe we can start a little win streak now. You never know when Uncle Mo will strike, and even if it strikes in the 8th and the 9th, and you lose by 1, how many teams could be down 6-7 runs and then get 6 runs in the 8th and 9th inning combined when you had no hits and no runs for 7 innings? Let's be honest. There's probably a handful of teams, like 5, that could do that, And with the Mariners, we're not going to do it often. Like if we had that same scenario last night, that happens 1 out of maybe 50 chances, and it happened last night. So we didn't win, but the momentum helped us carry over to today. And now we're sitting at fucking 7-0, and guys like fucking Josh Rojas are homering. Unbelievable. And now Gino's already back up to bat, and he was the one that got the homer started for us. And now he got strike 3, and he's pissed, but we're still up 7-0. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Gino got it going. All right, let's go over the breakdown of that inning real quick. So we started off, if you're just tuning in, it was 0-0, right? Eugenio Suarez homered to left field 409 feet, 1-0. Then Ty France came up, right? He homered to left 437 feet, 2-0. Then Cal Raleigh, big dumper, used his big booty to get a walk. Then he got to first base, right? Then Teoscar Hernandez comes up. He homers to right, 409 feet. Cal Raleigh scored. Now it's 4-0, right? Then we had to go through Dom. Then we had to go through Mike Ford, right? And then eventually we got to, right, Jose Caballero, right? He doubled to left. Canzone scored when he got onto base, right? So boom, then we have 5-0. And then all of a sudden, when we think it can't get any better, Rojas comes up. Caballero is still on base. He homers to right, 380 feet. I don't care. I'll take it. It's your first home run, Josh Rojas, in 2023. And magically, we just put up 7 in 1 inning. Is that good? You bet your ass it is. Let's go. Let's go. Good shit. Unbelievable. Love it. All right, let's go to the lineups for the Royals, and hopefully we can keep the momentum going. Uncle Mo, he can keep eating chips off his belly and drinking 40s of Old E. He ain't leaving. He ain't leaving the dugout today. Leading off for the Royals, 1-for-1, Michael Garcia. Batting second, 0-for-1, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. Inside the park homer yesterday off a Canzone error. Lost it in the lights. And batting third, 0-for-1, second baseman, Michael Massey. Let's go. I need to get a drink. I need to get myself a drink. But that's always good that we can share these moments together. $5, let's get to a hundo. But again, when we can get Mariner fans in here and we can share these memories together, yeah, it's against the Royals, but I guarantee that 7-run inning will be something that we remember for the rest of the season. Maybe it's a springboard of a nice little win streak, and maybe that'll do it. But really what started it is the 8th and 9th inning yesterday after we lost, and then it carried over. So maybe this will be a nice little win streak. All right, let me actually go here real quick and grab something to drink. Garcia in the box. All right, one sec. Got him. Nice. Good shit. All right, Emerson. Hey, we need K's from Emerson. Let's go, baby. Mariner Moose. We ain't gonna let you not get it. Hey, you're a first round pick from 2020 from Georgia. You feel me? Here we go. Popped up. Bobby Witt. Nothing. Yeah. There we go, Emerson. That's a fucking fire photo. Let's go. Bobby Witt. Not today. Garcia. Not today. Bobby Witt. Not today. Next up, second baseman Michael Massey. Yep. I got it in the freezer. So I got an energy drink here, which I necessarily don't need at this late in the night, but I stay up pretty late, so but I'm waiting for those to get frozen. Damn it. Michael Massey says, screw you, O-Dog. I'm gonna get a single. Fine. Next up, first baseman Salvador Perez. No homers, please. No homers. But I like all my drinks in the freezer. Energy drink, Snapple, Gatorade, Powerade, soda. Put it in the freezer for 30 minutes to an hour. Right before the fact, it gets frozen. And then it ends up being delicious. It's like a Slurpee from 7-Eleven. And once it's out in room temperature, it stays cold longer. Your boy. Let's go, Emerson. 251 average, 19 homers, 53 ribbies. If there's a pest, on the Royals that always fucks us up, it's always been Salvador Perez. And this is back when the World Series teams that he was on until now. Like he's been consistently good, underrated, one of the better, catchers, that has played, in this league for quite a while. And he's never really a big popular name. He's been an all-star before, but he's just kind of a guy that's under the radar. But if you take him for granted, he'll fuck you up. There we go. Get him. There we go. Yeah, but if you put it in the freezer, it'll change your life. Let me tell you. All right, let's look at the stat line real quick because I wanted to take a peek. End of the fourth inning, 7-0 Mariners. But I can't get cocky because the lead can disappear within a few innings. So, we just got to keep it kosher, keep it 100. All right, so he's pitched 4 innings, 4 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 1 K. His ERA is 1 overall. 1. That's pretty damn good. So we'll take that. And then we'll take a look at the Royals and Jordan Lyles. Let's see, get a comparison with him. All right, so 4 innings pitched, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 base on ball, 3 Ks, as ERA went from a high 5.95 to 6.35. That's terrible. So as long as we keep fucking him up, we're good. There we go. Good shit. It's nice, for once that we can actually get something to go in our favor. All right, we're going to the top of the 5th. All right, leading off for the Mariners, 1 for 2 with a run, RBI, and a solo jack. Ty France. Let's go, baby. Batting second, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 1, but hopefully he'll get a hit. And batting third, right fielder, 2 for 2 with a run, home run, 2 RBIs, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Teo. I'll throw up another one for him, too. Maybe that'll give him some more good luck. Let's go, Teo. Let's go, baby. Oh, no worries. I mean, I'm sitting in here in this room that's like 100 to 105, so it feels like. I know it's 100, 105 outside. Let's see what it is. Currently outside here in Oregon is 100. 100 to 102, so we had like 105, 106, 103. Tomorrow, 102. Thursday, 95. And then Friday, 82. Saturday, 83. So I can't wait till the weekend. Top of the fifth, 7-0, Mariners. Oh, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. If you got a dip, no worries. $5. Let's get to Hundo. 95 to go. And some people don't realize Uncle Mo exists. They think, oh, that's just, like a myth. But momentum does exist. And sometimes momentum will last longer than like an inning or an at bat, or a game. Sometimes it's multiple games. Same thing in the NFL. It can start off one play and then it can lead to a quarter, 2 quarters, a full game, and even a game after. The momentum is real. Uncle Mo is real. I mean, Peter Schrager obviously knows Uncle Mo is real because he had to steal it from me. Let's go, Ty. France? Yeah, let's go, go, go. Hi, France, wheeling and dealing. Yes, sir. Stand up double, Ty France. Good shit. Good shit. And the confidence, starts to build that way too. Next up, big dumper, catcher, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. Let's go, baby. Beautiful. 7-0. I love it. I mean, after losing 3 emotional games at the end, this feels good. Like if I could ask a request from the sports gods, it would be something like, I mean, I would have been cool even if we were just up 1-0 right now, just the way that things have gone in the last few games. Like, yes, we got some hits, especially when you go 7 innings with no hits and no runs, you get depressed. I'm like, oh God, is this what's happening to us after the Orioles? So, all right, take care. I'll talk to you soon. So essentially, we put up 13 runs, within the last 7 innings. Popped up, 1 away. Nothing for Cal today, but hopefully he'll get at least 1 hit before the day's over. But if everyone else is on fire, it's okay. We don't need everyone to be hot. I mean, we'd love that, but next up, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And what's better than 1 Teo homer? How about 2 Teo homers? And he can do it. He's one of those guys that has the ability, when he's hot, he can lock in and go yard twice. We'll see if he does it here today. Good eye. Pitch is low. 2-0 count. Let's go. I think my mental health needed this. Just like those heartbreaking loss. And I don't think the Orioles are better than us. I don't think the Blue Jays are better. I don't think really anyone is necessarily better than us. Like I see the Orioles record. I see the Rays record and the Rangers record and the Astros. But I mean, obviously Rangers and Astros are in our division, so we're not afraid of them, right? And we respect the Orioles and what they've done this season, but I don't think we're not afraid of them or the Rays either. So, yes, Teo. But I would say, as far as like maybe the Braves, And the Dodgers, there might be a little intimidation there. Just, more Braves than Dodgers, but, we know how good those teams are. Mo Gumbo doesn't say hello, doesn't say what up. Just the first thing that he says is Saints 1-0, Bucks 0-1. Well, considering we're one of the worst teams in football and we're tanking on purpose, yeah, you should be able to beat the Buccaneers. And so if that's trash talk, that's like the worst trash talk I've ever seen in my life. Now, if we have Tom Brady and Gronk and we're actually a Super Bowl caliber team and then you beat us, yeah, fair, right? But when we're one of the worst teams in football, that type of talking shit is irrelevant. So nice try, bro. I remember when I talked shit for the first time. Like when I end up getting my quarterback, we'll end up being pretty good, but we're literally tanking this year. So saying that you're going to beat Baker Mayfield and you're going to win games, yeah, you should. I mean, you'd be sad as hell if you can't even beat us, if we're one of the worst. Like, we're literally going to be one of the bottom 3 teams in the NFL. So, some Saints fans know how to talk shit, and obviously Mo Gumbo does not. Nice try, bud. Nice try. But one thing on the flip side, see, I don't need to be a hater when I come into a room. That's a typical Saint fan for you. But I actually think the Saints are going to be very, very good. I don't have to drink the haterade like Mo Gumbo. I already know that they're going to win 10 to 14 games, probably the next 2 or 3 seasons. They're going to win the division. Then the Falcons will get second, the Panthers will get third, and the Bucks will get last, right? So, you got to understand who you're talking to if you're going to come in and talk shit, right? I'm not just a regular person. So, nice try, dude. Nice try. Mo Gumbo. Hello? Mo? Hilarious. Typical Saints fan, even though most of them love me because they know what's up. I give credit where credit's due. But I don't know what it is in the water for Saints fans, but they're always haters. Always. They never can give credit where credit is due, ever. Never, never, never. And then you guys have one bad season and you guys quit on everything. I mean, I can fucking mail you a box of tissues for last year, maybe a fucking Costco crate, but all you guys were bitches and all fucking cried and whined and you guys gave up on life and everything else with one bad year. Wake up. The Buccaneers and the Panthers and Falcons have had many bad years. Now you're back to being good again. All right. But don't act like you don't know how to lose because apparently you don't, but you guys will be fine. You're back on track. You're going to be a good team again. So at least I don't have to hear you guys whine and bitch and moan because you guys had one bad season. Like, grow up, dude. You gave Brady his worst games ever. Who got the Super Bowl? Who got the Super Bowl? Who got the Super Bowl? Exactly. Yeah, you can win during the regular season, but you guys fucking choked, right? Remember Jared Cook? Devin White? Damn right. And that's what matters. You can win 2 or 3 games in the regular. You can win those 2 games. But when it comes to the playoffs, that's what matters. And you guys choked. When I go to the playoffs and I go deep, I go all the way, right? I go all the way. I win Super Bowls. 2 Super Bowl wins, no losses, right? What happened to you? Exactly. I go Eagles, Cowboys, Saints. But I only expect immaturity from certain fan bases anyways, especially when I actually give love and credit, to guys like Demario Davis, a.k.a. The Glue, Cameron Jordan. But again, it's either you're a hater and you hate yourself and you hate life, or you're not. So I'm good. I obviously even said that I think the Saints could be a number 2, number 3 team in the NFC. But apparently Mo Gumbo doesn't watch the videos, so he doesn't know that I give love to the Saints. So it's all right. It's okay. Continue to be a hater. Yeah, but next time come in and say hello. You don't have to be like every other Saint hater where you're just coming in here and talking shit. You know what I mean? And honestly, you're going to be a great team this year. It's going to be Eagles, Niners, Saints, probably Seahawks, Packers, Cowboys, in that order, right? But there's a chance the Saints could end up being the best team, the second best team, the third best team. But recognize who you're talking to. I'm a grown ass man. You don't talk this way to other people. You wouldn't say that shit to my face. Okay? I'm not like every other YouTuber here. People get the boot real quickly for life here. Okay? So you're either a part of the channel or you're not. So there's a thing called chat etiquette. So next time you come in here, you recognize who the fuck you're talking to. Okay, you want to talk shit? You can do that on any other channel, and they'll keep you on there because they're desperate for donos, subs, and obviously views. I don't need you. Okay, I don't need you. I don't. All right, I don't need any Saint fan or their support. Okay, but they obviously respect me because I keep it real. I'll criticize my Bucks when needed, but I'll give credit to the Saints. And Saints fans, they can't give credit to anything. Right? Saints fans, they hate the Bucks. Saints fans hate the Falcons. Saints fans hate the Panthers. But what the worst part about you guys is Saints fans hate Saints fans. That's a problem. You guys hate your own kind. Okay? You can't say that about any other fan base. Think about that for a second. Recognize. All right? If you want to get verbally assassinated on the microphone, I'll take care of you. Just like Macho Man, Rock, Stone Cold, MJF. If you want to get a fucking obliterated on the mic, I can do that for you. Okay? Recognize. You ain't dealing with a fucking amateur, often imitated, never duplicated. NWSF. Recognize. Bottom of the fifth, 7-0, Mariners. I love it, man. I love NFC South fans. I love it. And I actually love a lot of the players on the Saints, too. I don't have that hate in my blood. I think when you're younger and you're more immature, obviously it's easy to be a hater. Everyone's a hater when they're younger, but you have to get to some point in your life where, hating is just, it takes up too much energy. Okay. And then you got to make sure if you're going to talk shit, make sure it means something. Like saying that you're going to beat the Buccaneers. Like you realize that we have Baker Mayfield, Wolford, the backup for the Rams that was with Baker in Los Angeles, and Kyle Trask. This is not like Tom Brady there. So, yeah, you're going to win. You're going to win the division easily. You might go 6-0 or 5-1, right? So, you got to be a little bit more creative with the trash talk. Like saying that you're going to beat one of the bottom 3 teams in the NFL, is that supposed to hurt my feelings? Am I supposed to sit in a ball and cry? I'm trying to win 0 games this year. I'm not trying to win any. I'm trying to get the first pick in the draft for Caleb Williams or Drake May. Come on, bro. If you're going to come in here and talk shit, at least be creative with it. But I can't really expect any creativity there. Come on, bro. Be better. Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of the players. Because the thing I look at is that if the guy is good, I recognize greatness, right? So it's like, Cameron Jordan, he got the extension. He's a Hall of Famer. I love him, right? Lattimore, even though him, Mike Evans, they talk shit and punch each other. I like Lattimore. He's underrated. People don't give him credit because he's on the Saints. And the way the Saints fan base acts, that's why people don't like him. And they don't like the players. They're not going to give credit to Eagle players, Cowboy players, and Saints players if you're a fan on the outside because of the way you guys act during the regular season and beyond. Now, if you guys were a little bit more humble and didn't talk so much shit, then people would give you guys your flowers. But you guys are always talking shit all the time. And a lot of times you have nothing to show for it, But those are the guys that I like. Demario Davis, I think he's the most underrated linebacker in the NFL. I've even, tweeted that out, and Demario even messaged me. I was like, as a Bucs fan, dude, you are the most underrated linebacker in the NFL. And I actually got a message in response from him, and I gave him the nickname, the Glue, because he holds everything together. Now, if I was such a fucking hater, I wouldn't be fucking saying that or making up nicknames for the Saints. I love AK-41. Still one of my favorite running backs in the league. Carr's going to be great for them. Ramczyk is nice. Can't guard Mike Olave. You got Juwan Johnson from the Ducks. Come on, man. There's one. Safe. 7-1 Mariners. Yeah, but the thing is how old are you? You said, I've been with the Saints my whole life, but a majority of the Drew Brees era, and currently you guys have one bad year. Now, if you go back and you're older and you went through Aaron Brooks and you're going way farther back with the Aints and you actually wore the garbage bag on your head, then that's a different story with like Arch Manning, right? But as of late, most people that are Saints fans, it's been pretty nice. I mean, you guys should have had more than one Super Bowl with Drew Brees, but you could say the same thing with Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. You guys all should have had more than one, but just unfortunate that you couldn't get more than one, but at least you got your one, right? But, I mean, you guys had one bad year, and then you guys just gave up on life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like, Jameis Winston, he's garbage. He's garbage. Then you guys get him, and you're like, I love him. I'm gonna represent him and back him like he's my brother, right? You guys are so two-faced, and then now you're like, oh, he's garbage, but he's not garbage. He's a decent backup. He'll make splash plays, but he's just going to make a lot of mistakes. And now you got a guy in there that's Carr, who's much better, and he won't make the mistakes. And now you guys are going to win, 10 to 14 games, be the number one team in the NFC South for 2 to 3 years, and it should feel good. And you guys might be first, second, or third in the NFC this year and beyond. That's exciting. But most Bucs fans aren't going to say that, but I'm not most Bucs fans. So recognize. Yeah, and Marcus Williams is good too. Well, there you go. So recognize who you're talking to. I might look young. I'm 41. All right. I ain't no fucking like young bitch that's like 15 years old. I'm 41 years old. Hell, I might be older than you, Mo Gumbo, or you might be slightly older than me, but that doesn't mean I don't know my history. Okay. I got all the history going back, in all sports 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. All right. But if you wonder why people don't like you guys, your comments coming into the room are exactly why. And you know what I mean? Like, I still like you guys. I don't care what you guys say, because you guys are all the same, right? But Cowboy fans, oh no, back, gone. Grand salami for the Royals, and just like that, 7-5. Oh my. See? That's what happens when a Saint fan comes in the room. Then all my momentum goes away. Thanks a lot, Mo Gumbo. Everything was just going good, and then you had to come in here, right? And then now the Royals just put up a grand salami. 7-5, Bobby Witt Jr. Boo, Mo Gumbo. Boo. Mo Gumbo, boo. Everything was good before Mo Gumbo came in. Boo. Bobby Witt Jr. with the grand salami. 7-5. And thank God we got 7 to start that off. Boo. Rough for Emerson Hancock there. It's okay. We're still in it. We got 7, so see, all Mo Gumbo's fault. All Mo Gumbo's fault. Yeah, but bottom line is you're never going to be the Buccaneers. So no matter what you guys do, and unless you guys end up getting that second Super Bowl, you're not on our level. Okay? Falcons, they're still trying to find their way. Panthers, trying to find their way. Super Bowls aren't there. I've gone twice, and I beat the number one offense with one of the best defenses, top 3 all time, with the Buccaneers against the Raiders, right? And then I beat Patrick Mahomes, right? What have you guys accomplished? Exactly. But on the flip side, right, to give you guys some credit, I do think that you guys could represent the NFC. I think you guys could make an NFC championship game or a Super Bowl in the next 5 years. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't say it. So I definitely think that it is possible, because obviously you got the Eagles and you got the Niners, and they have a good balance, right? But who else has great balance in the NFL? You guys do, especially now with upgrading Carr and bringing in Jamal Williams with AK-41. So that's going to be one of the best duos since you had AK-41 early in his career and Mark Ingram, and Jamal is a goal line king. So, I speak facts. So remember that. But I'm 2-0 in Super Bowls. Okay. So I got it on the defensive side: Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, John Lynch, right? Rondé Barber, Mike Alstott. That's always going to be my favorite team. And I'm not even really a Tom Brady guy. Like, was I happy that we got him? Yeah. Was I happy that we got Gronk and AB at the time? Yeah. Did I buy any of their memorabilia? Fuck no. Do I have any of their jerseys? Fuck no, because I'm not a bandwagon. I'm a defensive guy. I don't need to fucking hop on that. Those aren't my guys. I'm a defensive guy. And if I'm going to buy a jersey, it's going to be Mike Alstott, not one of these younger guys that's on the team or older guys that's a vet. Facts. Yeah. Maybe one day you'll be on our level. Maybe. Mo Gumbo, boo. We were up 7-0. What happened? Boo, Mo Gumbo. And you're lucky, because normally I would just boot your ass. People have to tread very softly talking to me on here. That is big facts. I can't even tell you how many people I've booted in the last year. Probably 100 to 200. But I don't need negativity. Friendly banter, some shit talking, a little bit, but that'll be up to my discretion. Bobby Witt Jr., he's the man. Next up, DHing for Seattle, Mike Ford. Yeah. And the thing is also too, if you're a Saints fan or a Panther fan or a Falcon fan, I'm literally the last person to talk shit to because I'm the one that's going to defend your guys' teams and your good players. I represent the NFC South as a whole, and I want that conference to do well. I want the players to do well, and I want to be able to, give you guys your flowers and give you guys the credit that you deserve, right? When other teams and fan bases won't, but I do. So if really, in all honesty, I'm the last person on planet Earth that people should be talking shit to. Because like I said, I'm the only one that actually gives you guys credit where credit is due for greatness. You think other Bucks fans and Panther fans and Falcon fans are going to give love to Cameron Jordan and Lattimore and AK-41 and Michael Thomas and all these guys? Fuck no. They're going to be just like you and be like, fuck you, right? That's how it goes. But I ain't like that. But again, if you want to step in the ring with Muhammad Ali, no problem. I'll verbally assassinate anyone. It's fine. You got to understand, I've been on the microphone my whole life. So as long as if you have good stats or you have something actually important to say, fine, right? But if you're just going to come in here rambling, I'm prepared to get fucking fatality. All right, finish him, and I will. Top of the 6, 7-5, Marinez, Jose Caballero. Let's go. Oh, Mo Gumbo for sure. And you can always tell when you get people coming in here, right, that don't know me on a personal level because they always talk shit. And the first thing that they say when they come in here, it's always talking shit, not, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Or, hey, Saints and the Bucks, we're going to, blah, blah, blah. It's never like a normal comment. It's always some hostility or some bullshit, And then usually what ends up happening is this, right? And it's actually kind of surprising that I didn't do this already. But obviously Hulk Hogan is me, and Mo Gumbo, that might be you. You might be Kurt Angle right there. Tread softly, young man. Hancock, that was rough. All it takes is one inning. One inning. And then you can get a lot of production, and that's what happened. Mo Gumbo came in here with the distraction. All of a sudden, we're up 7-0, came in here talking shit, right? And then now it's 7-5. Now you can't apologize and say, I don't have a baseball team. Who's your team? I'll pull for them. No. You already came in here and talked shit, so you might as well continue to be who you are. Don't be fake. We have plenty of millions of people on planet Earth that are fake. If you're going to be a shit talker, continue to be yourself. Don't try to be a good person now. Don't try to be a normal human being, okay? Be your prototypical Saints fan base. Be you, okay? Don't change. You ain't going to ever be me, okay? Don't fucking backpedal. All right, there's no backpedaling. All right, this isn't Mike Evans and Lattimore, and you're Lattimore and you're backpedaling. All right, come on, keep it real. Backpedal, Lattimore, backpedal. Yeah, so respect a little bit when you come in instead of just coming in here talking shit. Especially when I'm the only. Dude, I have more Saints people that follow me than Buccaneer people. I have more Saints fans that ride or die for me. There's Saints fans that like me more than other Saints fans. Think about that for a second. I'm not just because I'm a Buck fan. I'm a fan of the NFL. And I'm a fan of greatness. Okay, so I'm not in the same level as all these other YouTubers and other Twitch streamers. I'll give credit where credit's due. Who else on YouTube does that? You name one other person that covers the league as a whole, all 32 teams in depth, that actually can give credit to the rivals in the division. Nobody. So recognize. Julio popped up. Because if you do appreciate what I have to say, right, with the Saints coverage, be careful what you say. Otherwise, you'll get the boot and then I'll ban you for life. So, depending on if you really do like this channel and you like my perspective on things, understand who you're fucking dealing with. You know, you can't talk to me like I'm your fucking son. All right? I'm your fucking daddy. This is fucking NWSF. You recognize who you're fucking talking to. All right? You understand? Or otherwise, you get the Hollywood Hogan boot. That's big facts. Recognize who the fuck you're talking to. I ain't your fucking son. You're my fucking son. Believe that. And I don't even give a fuck if you're older than me. At least I got respect. Okay. But if you, like I said, you want to have the banter, that's fine. All right. But you got to know your limits. And most Saints fans don't. They don't know when to stop. They don't know when no means no. You ever hear a girl say that? No means no? Saints fans don't understand the word of no. Stop. No means no. No does not mean yes, brother. Come on. Be better. Be better. We're going to the bottom of the sixth. Leading off for the Royals, first baseman, Salvador Perez. There's Mo Gumbo in the room right there with Salvador Perez, yapping the gums. First thing coming in is yap, 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 yap. Trying to talk shit when my team is going to be like the worst team in football. And I'm supposed to be impressed when you say Saints 1-0, Bucks 0-1. Come on, man. You got to be a little bit smarter, a little bit better if you're going to have some shit talk rather than that and that kind of vision. Come on, man. Come on, man. Be better. Be better. Next up, left fielder MJ Melendez, 2 for 2. And batting third this inning, 0 for 2, catcher Freddie Freeman, not Freddie Freeman. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I grew up in the 80s. So, I mean, if you want to get fucking obliterated, on the microphone, Macho Man style, rock, Stone Cold, I grew up in that era. And obviously, there's not very many people that I feel that can, touch me on the microphone. So, you better know what you're talking about when you come in. Okay. Just because we don't have 100,000 subs, 200,000 subs, 500,000 subs doesn't mean that we have one of the best channels on planet Earth, covering sports and wrestling. Just a lot of people aren't woke yet. But again, I can provide the entertainment. If you want me to cut the wrestling promo and give it to you, I will. But all I do is spit facts. I'm not saying that's nothing that's not true. I keep it real. It's like if I have to shit talk, I don't have to shit talk and make things up. I actually have some substance, Bottom of the sixth, 7-5, Marinez. Nice hit. We got to be able to stop the bleeding here, though. And honestly, I didn't even have to go off on you like I did. Normally, and you can ask anybody in the room, after the initial first or two comments, one or two, depending on what it is, typically that's you get the boot and then you just get banned. And it's not just a timeout. You might just get booted for life. So tread softly. You decide if you want to be able to be a part of this channel and be able to see my content or not, or you can end up making a fake profile and coming back. So. Yeah, but you didn't even come in here and fucking say hello, right? You just had to come in here and say Saints 1-0, Bucks 0-1. You know what I mean? Is that how Saints fans operate? Don't try to apologize and backpedal now, okay? And remember, I don't need you, so you can always leave. I don't need you, all right? I already verbally assassinated you like into 25 pieces in a fatality. So, I mean, there's really nothing else that you can say at this point. You're done, bro. You're done. You had a chance to be able to prove to me that you were different from other Saints fans, but all you did is prove to me that you're just like all the rest. And you got fucking fatality'd. Babality, animality, fatality. Finish him. I did. End of the 6th inning, 7-5 Mariners. Be better, young man. All right, due up for the Mariners with a homer earlier today. Let's get back on track before Mo Gumbo came in the room. 1 for 3 with a run, an RBI, and a K. Third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Batting second, 2 for 3 with a run, an RBI. First baseman, Ty France. Batting third, 0 for 2 with a run with a base on ball. Big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Hey, I can, like I said, there's certain people that are on YouTube that could definitely, call the starting lineups for professional sports or cut a wrestling promo and whatnot. But, that's what happens when you grow up in the Macho Man, NWO, and Rock and Stone Cold era. There's a lot of those guys, in who I am. And plus, I've already worked on the phones, for phone sales for half of my life, 20 years. So I've already talked to the rudest motherfuckers on planet Earth from New York and Boston, setting them up for cable, internet, and phone for their businesses. So there's nothing that I haven't heard before. Plus, with sport fans, we already know how that goes. Lots of shit talking in the sports world. LA Knight, yeah. I think I would put myself on a higher level, like MJF. Rock, Stone Cold, Macho Man, MJF. Nothing wrong with LA Knight, but he ain't no MJF though. But LA Knight pretty good. Yeah, but he ain't no Rock or Stone Cold either. Nathan in the building. What's good? Maybe some people are just meant to be able to watch reaction videos and that's it. And maybe the football streams, But we're trying to have some positivity, We don't need that negative energy. But I already know when the negative energy is going to be coming, But again, that's the problem. Most people, they see the Buccaneer logo and they just assume I'm just like every other Buck fan. You know what I mean? And I think most Buck fans have a pretty good reputation. They're not really shit talkers like Eagle fans, Cowboy fans, and Saints fans. But remember, just because I wear the Buccaneer logo doesn't mean that I'm a bandwagon Buccaneers and I'm not going to give any credit to any other team or any other fan base. Just because I wear a logo and it might be the rival of your team, that doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about with all 32. Now, for me, I love the league. I love greatness. And I don't give a shit what name on the front. It's the name on the back. Okay. That's big facts. Well, ain't that the truth? Now you're saying something that I already know. But you guys don't have to be that way. You guys don't have to be so negative all the time. And you guys have a good team. So it's like, what's the point of being so negative? And the funny thing is you guys are negative towards each other. Saints fans don't like to even be in Saint fan chat forums, like, fan pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X. Saints fans hate Saints fans. Why is that? The negativity. There's too much of it. Unnecessary hate, from Eagle fans towards each other, Saints fans towards each other. So of course you're not going to, get along with any other fan base, let alone anyone else in the NFC South, Bucks, Panthers, Falcons. But at least get along with your own kind, for Christ's sake, Can't you guys at least do that? At least you guys can be a gang and you can like each other. But hell, you guys don't even like each other. That's the problem. And you wonder why people talk shit about you guys so often as a fan base. Cowboys, Eagles, Saints. You guys are fucking toxic like fuck. The toxicity is just oozing out of your pores. All you guys. And not every Saints fan is like that. There are some that are a part of the channel. Calvin Griffin and a few others. Brute Saint. They're not like that. Like I said, they're still going to be like, fuck the Bucks, fuck Panthers, fuck Falcons, but they can still appreciate greatness and keep a level head instead of just being like, hate. This isn't Dave Chappelle and the haters ball from 2003. All right. We're in 2023 now. At some point, people got to mature. But you should feel very blessed and lucky because I would say 99.99999% would have gotten booted 20 minutes ago. So remember that. Top of the seventh, 7-5 Mariners. And I guarantee everyone in the room that's a mod is really shocked that I didn't boot you already. They already know how I operate. Okay. I want subs, I want views, and obviously, to be able to make a living and get donos, but I'd rather get it from the right people and not just let anybody come in here. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. Come on, Cal. The haters ball. That's why I brought it up. I have that ESP for you, Shep. See? I'm connected, man. ESP. I don't know why, but it's like I'll have these visions or I'll think of something and then it'll be something that's relevant. Cal popped up foul. Thank God we hit 7. Could you imagine if we only put up 4 runs in that first inning and then all of a sudden we're looking up and then it's like 5-4? Then we probably would lose. But at least at this point when we have 7, like, okay, they fucked us up and they got 1 and they got a grand slam with Bobby Witt Jr., but we still feel confident we're going to win the game and that we might still be able to put up a couple more before the game is over. So, yeah, they assume that I'm a Tom Brady Bucks fan or I'm some bandwagon guy or I'm young. Like, I got a baby face because my mom is fucking Asian, right? And I'm European, but I'm 41, like, you know what I mean? And I'm not biased. I'm not a prototypical bandwagon, or just, this Buck fan image that people have in their head, I'm more of a Joe Montana, Peyton Manning guy than a Tom Brady guy. And, anyone that knows me knows that's the truth, Do I appreciate Tom and Gronk and AB, coming in when they did with Arians? Of course. You know what I mean? We weren't good for years. But I always will consider myself a defensive guy, and the real team that I represent, who my personality is going to be that 2002 team from 95 to 2002. Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Ronnie Barber, Simeon Rice, Mike Allstott. That's me. Okay, John Gruden, Tony Dungy. That's me. Not this team from a couple years ago. Are there players on there that I like? Devin White, Levante David, Antoine Winfield Jr., Tristan Wirfs. Yeah, but it's not the same as that team. I'm a defensive guy. So people got to recognize that too. I appreciate the people that are underappreciated. O-line, D-line, defense, special teams, coaching. Facts. Haters ball. Hate. It's funny whenever you get those people too. They see the Buccaneer, hat or the Buccaneer, snow hat, and then they just assume that I'm just like every other Buccaneer fan in their head, But regardless of what logo I wear, like I said, I'm going to be able to appreciate the greatness. That's what it's about. Not being biased, no bullshit, and just, giving credit where credit needs to be given, even if it's against the rival. Because if you can imagine that player on your team and you would love it, like Cameron Jordan or Lattimore, or AK-41 or Olave or Ramczyk, right? Would I love those guys on the Bucs? If the answer is yes, then why am I hating? There's no purpose. But again, I'm not like most people. Most people are like, fuck you, my team's better, this, that, and that doesn't get you anywhere. Like, I remember when I was younger, I used to get a piece of paper, and I would write the scores of every week, and then a W or L next to the score. So every time I went to the fridge, I'd see the Bucks, L, 2016, L, 35-3, L, 42-17, L. That's not healthy. But that's how I was. And then every time I'd go get a snack, I'd be pissed off, until the next week. You guys have been there where you guys are so angry on what happens in the week for football. You're not even good until the next week, until the next game. That's not healthy. Top of the 7th, 7-5 Mariners. I know. 6-pack. I can go, man. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter who it is. Peter Schrager, anybody on social media, anybody on TV or on a podcast. You want to go one-on-one? Stephen A., Skip Bayless. Oh, they get fucking obliterated. You know what I mean? I don't need to look at a fucking teleprompter. Everything's off the top in my brain. So. Yeah, but that's why I'm here, to be able to pass on that knowledge, to not be a hater, to not have bias, to appreciate the league as a whole. Even against your rival, the biggest rival that is in your division, right? The biggest one. There's still great players on that other team. I'm not saying you have to root for that team, but you can appreciate greatness. Oh, I would obliterate, dude. You know what I mean? And also, too, on top of that, um, I can bring the fire and the energy. Of course, I need to be able to express myself properly. And a lot of times if you end up seeing people, right? The most intelligent people typically have a good repertoire with verbiage and language with swearing. It's a lot of hand gestures and motion, with the hands and everything, and a lot of the swearing, because that's how you express yourself. So just because you swear a lot doesn't mean you're uneducated. Actually, some of the most educated people on planet Earth are people that use their hands when they talk, and they swear a lot, and they just know what they're talking about. It's a self-expression. 8-5, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Hernandez doubled the center, and Suarez scored. 8-5 Mariners. Good shit. That's our guy right there, baby. That's our guy. Now we're going to have a pitching change. They've already gone through Lyles, Castillo, and Hearn. Hearn's coming in. Hearn's ERA coming in is 12.10. So we might be able to get to 10 runs today. Nice job. Next up for the Mariners with the pitching change, Dominic Canzone. 0 for 3 with a run. Well, also too, everyone's like, it's my team, my team. It's like we're not on the team, but we love the team and we invest so much time, effort, energy, money, jerseys, tickets, beer, all that. It's like, my team. We're not on the team, but we feel like we are with all the support that we give. But I just think it's the American culture just to be an asshole and to be a hater. It's just what it is. There's just so many people, the younger generation on TikTok, people that are middle age and even older. It's very hard for people to be genuine nowadays. And it just, why do you think so many people cheat? Instead of working things out and talking, the mentality now is like, I'm just going to cheat or I'm just going to, move on. But if it was like our parents or our parents' parents, they talk it out and they don't want to get a divorce. They love each other. They try to work it out. But this younger generation, and even people that are, middle age or older, now it's just like no patience, no communication, and they just move on or they cheat, which is incredibly sad if you think about it. And the same thing goes over for like football, baseball, basketball, hockey, and its fans in general. Just instead of just, being a little more level headed, it's always just, hate, 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 hate. The haters ball. But it's all good. You know, people can come in, they'll get, verbally assassinated, then they'll try to backpedal and apologize, and then we'll go from there. But again, be forewarned. You're going to come in here, you better know what you're talking about. And then if you do know what you're talking about, you better be able to back it up. Otherwise, it'll be the end. Teo, 4 for 4 today, baby. 8-5 Mariners. Come on, Dom. Let's go. Yeah, it's very true. It's very, very hard. And even to find a friend nowadays, it's like you might have to go through 50 to 100 people to be able to find a good friend, not just girlfriend or boyfriend or a marriage partner, but just like a friend. So many people are very scandalous now, and liars and cheaters. And, it's like honesty, loyalty, respect is like a foreign word now. I mean, if people want to test me, I mean, I can always be level headed and I'm always going to bring the energy and I can be always even keel, but if you want to bring it out in me, I mean, it'll come out, you know, Dom with the walk. But the thing is also too, that I can't stoop down to a level where I'm just being hateful and I'm talking shit with no backing. I have to be able to respond, in a way that's appropriate. Because if I just start saying rude things as a personal attack, right, then I'm just stooping down to the level of the person that tried to say something to me. So, all right, Dylan Moore, let's go, baby. Remember, when it's 100 to 105 degrees in Oregon, right, and I'm in here grinding, right, you better check yourself. All right, you don't want to test me when I'm in a fucking studio that's 100 degrees. But for the others of you that are in the room, it gives you an opportunity to see your boy in live action. That's the difference between me and like Skip Bayless and Stephen A. We can all be loud, right? But at least I have something that's worth hearing, and I actually spit facts, not just garbage and shit coming out of my mouth, or being wrong all the time, like Stephen A. and Skip. There's a difference, to be actually a, sports personality or someone that actually knows what they're talking about. So, yeah, high school mentality for sure. Absolutely. And it doesn't help with this younger generation on TikTok all the time because TikTok is based off dancing videos and disrespect and fake pranks. So they think that, just being an asshole all the time is okay and being lazy. And then they're going to find out when they work at McDonald's or Burger King or wherever that rent costs a lot. And being that type of way is not the way to get ahead in life. Being lazy and having a pothead mentality and being disrespectful and watching prank videos and dance videos all day is not going to make your dreams come true. They'll learn. You're going to learn today. Fouled off by Dylan Moore. But I always love it too when I get to the point where they know where I might boot them or something like that, and then they backpedal. The backpedaling always, oh shit, what did I do? I got to backpedal, Lattimore, cover, prevent, dime, nickel. Oh, I can't get booted. And all the mods are like, damn, why hasn't this guy booted him already? What happened? I mean, that normally happens within the first like 30 seconds to a minute. Or maybe it's not the first comment, maybe it's the second comment. Just make sure that one comment that you get is worth it for the lifetime of the channel, There we go. 8-5 Mariners. All right, so see who's due up for the Royals. All right, next up for Kansas City, 2 for 2 with a run, DHing for the Royals, Matt Beatty. Batting second, right fielder Drew Waters, 0 for 2. And batting third, center fielder Kyle Isbell, 1 for 2. Plus, it's been a minute since I, had to show off my microphone skills, and it wasn't even like a planned event. Sometimes that shit just happens, and then we'll see how long it goes. It's like you're either going to be in the room for it, or when I end up doing my WWF promo, or you're not. So at least some of you got to experience that. I know. Well, you already knew once I didn't boot him after the first comment. You already knew what was going to. You knew what was going to happen. Yeah. Well, like I said, they want to have people be loud and they want to be able to get clicks. They want clickbait. So they're going to be, saying things that aren't true, or they have a top 5 list, right? And they like say top 5 quarterbacks, right? And then they leave out Joe Burrow or Josh Allen, right? Which we know is insane, but they do it on purpose to get you to bait Like they're dangling the worm, with the hook, and they're waiting for you to bite. And either you recognize that this is bullshit or you bite. And unfortunately, a lot of people on planet Earth are morons or they're stupid, and then they bite for that. Oh, what do you mean Joe Burrow's not top 5? The purpose of them doing the post to get you to interact was that, and they got you. But you're too dumb to realize that they got you after you already got. So you got to be able to be smarter than that, Yeah. I was going to ask you about him, but you didn't bring it up, so I was waiting for you to. Gabe Spire in the game in the bottom of the 7th. But that's why most Saints fans don't come at me. Because number one, if you want to talk shit, I'll talk shit just as good as you, and I'll obliterate you. You guys are known for talking shit, right? And I don't need to get to that point, but I will. And then it'll be game over, right? I'm undefeated. It's like, you want to get in the ring with me, go ahead. Okay. But you better have the knowledge and know what you're talking about and be able to back it up. But most of the time, that's not the case. But I don't need to get to that point. But if you push me, I will get to that point. Okay. I will cut the WWF promo. If you want me to be Macho Man and Stone Cold and The Rock, it will come out. Okay. And I did actually watch a really funny Rock, like the best moments of Rock imitating other wrestlers. Lenny D sent it to me, and I watched it today. It was actually pretty hilarious. That's a good show. They always talk shit there, trying to steal the unit and outbid each other and whatnot. I used to watch that all the time. Nice job, Spire. Let's go. I don't watch it really anymore, but I did watch it for quite a while. Plus, I think most people are like shocked when they hear the host say, I don't need you. Like, I don't need your sub. I don't need your views. I don't need your comments. I don't need your donos. Most of the time people just have disrespect. So they feel that they can say anything they want to anybody as a keyboard warrior, and there's not going to be any repercussions because those people are so desperate for subs, views, and donos that they're going to let the mods handle it, or they are just so desperate that they need those people. But, even though I want to grow and I want to be able to get to over 20K and beyond, it's all about the right type of people. Oh yeah, you want to go to the on the boat dock, right? You got to have that chair. That was the last guy to turn himself in. He straight fucking hit the lady in the head with the chair. The dude with the chair. He was like, wapa, wapa. And then the lady's just sitting there and they're like, no, no. He said, wapa, right on the lady's head. That's a little extreme if you're going to hit a lady on the head. But again, guys were punching girls were punching guys were punching other guys, and obviously it got racist, there, because there was obviously a Caucasian family, and then they tried to beat up the brother that was working on the boat dock, which was absolutely wrong. And then you had other brothers and other people, white dudes and other brothers were like, what the fuck are you doing? And then it ended up being an all-out brawl, But it's sad when you end up seeing the racism like that because people are like, oh, racism isn't really that bad. The hell it isn't. You know what I mean? Some people don't see color, right? But there's others that are haters, and sometimes you make bad decisions and then you get got. And every single one of those people in that Caucasian family got, and they got what they deserved, and they probably should have got beat up more. Hell, I would have been in there and I would have fucking started mollywopping a couple of them. I would have given him a couple uppercuts. Like, why are you touching him? He's doing his job. And then you try to jump him and you think that no one's gonna intervene. And then you ended up making it into like a racist thing, which is really, really sad. Even the cops were like, fuck it, whatever, hit him with the chair. But obviously, I watch everything on the internet and obviously on the news. So yeah. Did you see the one clip where the one white dude, like it was like the son or the friend, when all the shit went down, he motherfucking dove in the water. He said, bye. And he went, motherfucker went into the water. He's like, I'm not getting knocked out. He's like, I'm going in the water. Yeah. But again, if you're going to talk a big game and talk shit and try to beat up someone for no reason, you're going to get yours. Regardless if you're white, black, Mexican, Asian, people are going to come and defend you, especially if you're doing something fucked up like that. It just so happens that it ended up kind of turning into like a race war because there was a bunch of white dudes and white women and men going after one individual black dude that was working at the pier. And you think that no one else is going to stand up for him? Fuck out of here. There's already enough tension on planet Earth, with the racism shit, And then the motherfucker was like, "Peace, I'm diving in the water. I'm not getting got. I'm going to dive in." Talk shit, get hit. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, in the South. And the Caucasian family and group, they were in the wrong. You know what I mean? There's no point of, the guy was just doing his job. And the sad thing is if the guy was white that went up to him and said something, would that have happened? Maybe, but probably not. So obviously it was an internal thing that they obviously had a race problem, and they thought this is an opportunity for us to be drunk, to be idiots. And then they had never thought that they would get their ass kicked. And hello, there was guys that were in the water, dove off their boat, dove in the water half a mile to swim to shore to beat their ass. I would have done it too. I'm going to fuck you guys up. You're going to learn today. I mean, I don't get worked up too often, but like today, you see, most of the time I'll have that energy. But if you want to work me up, all right. Prepare to get assassinated verbally, I don't play with that bullshit, that racism shit, And I get it. It's all about how you were brought up, If you had people in your family that were racist or, they have certain political views, sometimes you fall in line with your parents or your grandparents or whatever. But that doesn't mean that they're right. So if they're corrupting your brain with a bad message and then you're just going along with it and you don't learn for yourself, you're going to be a fucking idiot. And that's why you get all these people that are fucking idiots out there because they're like, oh, I got it passed down from my mom and my daddy. Yeah. And that's how you're going to get your fucking ass kicked too. And you're going to learn today. And they did. Wapa, wapa with the chair. Wapa. It was like a TLC match. Bottom of the seventh, 8-5 Mariners. I mean, like I said, I'm just blessed because in the neighborhood that I grew up in, I had, brothers. I had, Mexican, Black, Asian, Puerto Rican. I had every race you can imagine in my neighborhood. And so I never was like, it's like, some people grow up, it's like all Black neighborhood, all Asian neighborhood, all white neighborhood, all my friends are white or all my friends are Mexican. But the only way you're going to really have like a good balance on life is if you have friends of every culture and every race. And if you do, you'll be more well-rounded and a little bit more understanding. But if you only have friends of just like one race or your race, you're going to be clouded in your view sometimes, especially if you get other people that are the same race as you and they're haters. And then you start believing that shit. Facts. Topa time. I did see that Zeke signed. Yeah. So Ramondre Stevenson, he's, I don't know, Zeke will get some touches, but then Stevenson will probably take some of that fantasy impact away. But the Patriots are going to be absolutely terrible. I mean, if I was Zeke, I would have gone back to the Cowboys for less money and played with Pollard, but they didn't want him. And like I said, he's not the same back that he was. It's better just to give Tony Pollard all the looks, and then they got Deuce Vaughn now too. So, all right, 8-5 Mariners, bottom of the seventh, runner at first, 2 away. But that's what the good thing about this channel. I can talk about many, many things. And we can talk about hip hop, country, R&B, rock. We can talk about things that are going on in pop culture or in the news. Or if someone wants to come in here and get verbally assassinated and obliterated, then, once every month, you might see something like that. And then you got to see a WWF promo today. So, hey, Paul Heyman ain't the only one that can cut a promo. Oh, man, if I was like a manager in WWE, they would get obliterated. O-Dog versus Paul Heyman one-on-one. Ooh, baby. You either got it or you don't. That's facts. It's like being a leader. You either got it or you don't. You're either a leader or you're a follower. It's not something that you learn. It's either, who you are. Come on, baby. 8-5. It's 105 degrees in this motherfucker in Oregon. Bottom of the seventh. Pitches outside. 2-2 count. Runner at first. It's true, though, isn't it? But a lot of stuff on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, it's fake pranks. And little kids and adults some of them think that shit is real. It's all staged. It's all predetermined, And people waste their life sitting there watching like 2 hours of fake prank videos thinking that their shit is real. I mean, I could think of so many things that I would rather do with my life. Bro, I didn't know if you were still alive. I thought you were down for the 10 count. Now he's a junkyard dog with thump Hulk Hogan. That's what you got for me? That's out of everything that happened. Saints 1-0, Bucks 0 for 1, right? Verbally assassinated, right? Backpedaling like Lattimore, right? I don't watch baseball, and then still here, junkyard dog with thump Hulk Hogan. Is that where we're at right now, Mogumbo? I got to go get a drink. I got to go get a drink. Well, of course, because I haven't booted him. Obviously, if I was going to boot, I would have done it an hour ago. So we good. Oh, that Snapple apple from the freezer, chef. It's been in there for an hour. Oh, baby. What's on tap? The Houston Astros versus the Seattle Mariners. Going to be very, very difficult. But on the bright side, we are 2-5. Nah, 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 nah. The Astros are 2-5 against the Mariners. So hopefully we can end up continuing a little bit of this magic after this game with a few more with the Royals and then into the Astros. Real good fun time. Yeah, you and me would have a great time. Chief will chief as well. I mean, there's a lot of the goats and the mods that it would be a good time for sure. Big swing and a miss. All right, come on, Jose. Snapple apple. It's the business. Oh, so good. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'll be a ticking time bomb. It just depends on if you got the grenade and you pull the pin. You want to pull the pin, you'll see what happens. And that's why not very many people do that shit. They know better. But of course, if you don't know me, right, then you never know what's going to be said. And most people don't know me. And that's why I can tell with the comments that I hear. You could have been following me since I started the channel, but you don't know me. You ain't my friend. You're not my boy. You don't know who I am. You think you know me. You don't fucking know me. Top of the eighth, 8-5 Mariners. Popped up. Foul by Jose Caballero. That would be dope. Heck yeah, bro. Eventually we'll link up. We can go get some food and hang out. So yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, I would definitely make time for you, bro. Edge song. You think you know me. You think you know me. Gonna have his last match here pretty soon. Brilliant career for Edge and Christian when they were together. And then obviously Edge with his comeback. Popped foul. Come on, Jose. Pitch is high, 3-2 count. Let's go, baby. 3-2 pitch. Chop foul. Yeah, but I imagine during football season when I do reaction videos and when I'm doing games, that won't be the last time, you know. And normally, honestly, it's like I'd rather have it not get to that point, but like I said, if you poke the bear, you'll find out. Jose. Yes, all the way to the wall. Jose Caballero. 11 pitch at bat, baby. Stand up double. That's what I'm talking about. Putting in that effort. Nice job, Jose. Next up, second baseman Josh Rojas. Let's go, Josh. Fucking homered for his very first homer in 2023. Julio on deck, 2-run home run in the fourth, 1 for 3 for Rojas. Yeah, the Chas McCormick when he tried to injure Ty France's arm. Yeah, you already know the Astros are always going to cheat in little ways. Kind of like when the Patriots still had Brady and Belichick. Like it might have not been as obvious as Spygate or Deflategate, but you already know there was things that they were doing just to be able to get an advantage. The biggest thing was having the communications turn off in the quarterback's helmet in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 8, big point in the game, and they can hear the play call from the OC or the head coach to the quarterback, and then all of a sudden they would turn it off. And then the communications, they would have to either burn a timeout or they couldn't hear. And then they ended up taking advantage. So Astros gonna Astros, Sauer. You better believe it. 8-5 Mariners. Top of the 8th, runner at second, 0-2 count. One, 2 count. $5, 95 to go. I mean, the verbal assassination deserves something. But sometimes, like I said, it's just about being at the right place at the right time. Eventually, people will be woke. We just got to be able to get into the algorithm. I assume he is. This was at 10 minutes ago. So I assume so. You're going to learn today. Let's go, Rojas. Let's go, baby. 8-5 Mariners. And then I can't wait to be able to go for a walk, but I want to go with Paisley, but it's too fucking hot still. 97 right now. Jesus Christ. I bet. Some people don't know that I got that in me, I don't let that version of me come out too often. The WWF promo, O-Dog, but it's there. It's always there. My intensity is always going to be there every game with emotion, but usually it won't turn into that. Let's go, Josh. $95 to go. Little nubber foul. I know, it's crazy. Like I have to take Paisley for a walk when the sun goes down, when it's like 80, maybe around 11 or midnight. But she still would like to go for a 30 to 45-minute walk. She's super adventurous. And then when we end up going for a walk, nobody else in Oregon is like alive. Everyone's in their house. They don't love their dog like I do. They don't love their pup. So when I'm going down the neighborhoods and I'm walking all around, There's literally, it's like Silent Hill or like Resident Evil. There's no one that's out besides just me and the pup. So Mo Gumbo said, went for a snack. Yum, 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 yum. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Next up, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 4 with a K. Come on, baby. Pitching change. God, how many pitches are they going through? 1, 2, 3, fourth pitcher. Coleman's coming in. He's got an ERA of 9. So we should be able to get it done. I can't wait for this weather to go away. To the point where we can end up having like hoodie weather. September until May. I like that. I like the sun, but I don't like 90, 100, 105. Hell, sometimes 85 is too much for me. Like if it's like 60 to 75 with a breeze, with the sun is out, that's perfect. I like the Pacific Northwest weather. I'll take a little bit of a heat wave, but I kind of prefer rainy, gloomy, or overcast, or a little bit of sun, but it's cool where I can feel the breeze. That's the type of weather I like. Could we get a Julio homer? Maybe. That would be nice. Let's go, Julio. Ballin'. We need this, though. Cardinals won. Nice. Yeah. Plus, it's football season. Like everything in the fall is perfect. And like I said, I always wear shorts and cutoff shirts. I don't wear t-shirts. If I have a t-shirt, I cut the sleeves off. I don't care. Like I like my arms to be free. I like my legs to not be covered. I just get really, really hot. I don't know if it's just like the Czechoslovakian blood that I have from my dad's side, but obviously being half Asian and then being half European, like my dad is always naturally warm like a bear as well, and he doesn't really wear pants either. It's mostly just shorts, but he'll wear like polos and stuff. But I mean, I just rather wear cutoff shirts. I kind of have like the Pat McAfee kind of style where I'm going to be wearing sports shirts and shorts or like wrestling t-shirts, cutoff shirts and shorts. But it's like I got to have my arms exposed and my legs exposed. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. That's a good show. You already know what it is. It's cool that he's doing NASCAR now. Frankie Muniz. Muniz. He's doing the NASCAR. Not on the NASCAR Cup, but it's cool that he had dreams of that years ago. And obviously with Malcolm in the Middle no longer, being a show, people doing other things after that. But nice to be able to see him, doing some things. And you're not so big. See, of course, I know the little catchphrase and the little song, bro. Everyone else is like, what is that? I mean, I'm a pulp culture type of person too. It's not just Kyle Brandt out there that knows pop culture. That show is very good too. Like there was probably about a moment, I think maybe like 6 months ago, I went on a little binge and I watched, I don't know how many episodes or seasons, but I binged it for a little bit to kind of reconnect with my younger self. They don't make sitcoms like they used to. Exactly. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's better to be able to put something on a layer rather than you have to be stuck to being just miserable. Julio strikes out. What's new? Life is unfair. Yes, my boy. Julio. Not reliable at the end of games. Next up, third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Where are the goats? Where are you? Goats. Top of the eighth, 8-5 Marinez. Runner at third, 2 outs, 0-2 count. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. Goddamn, Snapple apples, delicious. Big swing and a miss. Got him. There goes Gino. All right, next up for the Royals, 1 for 3 with a run and 4 RBIs. Shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. Obviously hit a grand salami earlier today to get them close, but then we ended up pouring on a little bit. Batting second, 1 for 3, second baseman Michael Massey. And batting third in the bottom of the eighth, 0 for 3, first baseman Salvador Perez. All right, a couple more innings to end this particular matchup, and hopefully we can start a new win streak after 2 really emotional close losses to the Orioles, and then yesterday against the Orioles, and then yesterday to the Royals, Baltimore and Kansas City. And I really like Bobby Witt Jr. That was the reason why I wanted to go see them last year with Julio in his rookie season, because I like being able to see up and coming stars. That's also why I went to go see the Cardinals this year with my boy Justin, so we could see Jordan Walker. Now, obviously, Nolan Arenado and Goldschmidt were a part of it, but really, it was I wanted to be able to see that young phenom and see how they played. So. Popped up, 1 away. Good job, Topa. Shit, Topa might be. It should be the closer. I think Topa might be the guy. I trust him more than Brash. I trust him more than Saucedo. I trust him more than a lot of those other guys that we have going towards the end. And if it's between Munoz and Topa, of course Munoz is the normal guy. But I think if we gave Justin Topa a chance to be the closer, I think that he would be kind of like a Seawald, honestly. Bottom of the eighth, 8-5 Marinez. Pitches outside, 2-1 count. I mean, like I said, Brash is good at like the 6th or 7th, but not at the end of the game. Obviously, Seawald was the best. Munoz could be it. You know what I mean? But if it's not Munoz, right, or if you want Munoz to be the setup guy in the 8th, I think Topa should be our new closer. To me, he's got the heat. Brash has got the location, but sometimes he doesn't have the speed. I think you get location and speed with Topa. Munoz, you got speed, but you don't have location. So I'm trying to find like the most well-rounded guy. And besides Seawald, I think Topa might be it. Now, sometimes Brash and Munoz can pitch better, depending on when they're in. And it's not like Topa is going to be great all the time. He'll blow saves and blow opportunities in games too. But I think I trust him the most. He's the closest thing to Seawald, in my opinion. So, yeah, you're a smart man. But right there, he just gave up a hit. It happens. Are you still part of this channel? Oh, I thought you disappeared. Bottom of the eighth, 8-5 Mariners. Runner at first, one away. Got to be able to find a way to not give up the big play to Salvador Perez. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. But in all seriousness, I really do hope you guys do well. Next couple years, it's not really, you're not going to need my blessing. The team is well rounded. They're great. And who knows, maybe you guys will represent the NFC overall over the Eagles and Niners this year, next year, or the following year. You guys have a team good enough to do it. Now it's just about keeping your guys healthy and keeping Jameis on the, off the field as much as possible and having Carr on the field. Plus, it would be kind of cool to have somebody new. So it's not just the Niners and Eagles over and over and over, to be able to have like the Seahawks or the Saints, someone else up there. No other Buccaneer fan will ever say that, though, besides me. Another base hit. Topa, come on. Shepard's like, I like this guy. And then all of a sudden, now he's giving up all the hits. Time to get Topa out of there. But if we take him out, who are we bringing in? Saucedo? I mean, we're up 8-5. We got to make sure we don't lose this game. This would be a very detrimental loss to have all those home runs and then for them to come back and win. Topa, you did garbage. Now Munoz is coming in. Not today, Justin. At this point, just have Munoz pitch the last 2 innings. But we're going to do multiple photos for Andres Munoz because I can't go through another loss like that. We'll throw up 3. That should be a good enough amount for him to bring the heat. Let's go, Munoz. All right, 3 photos. That should be enough. 3 photos and fucking some Snapple Apple. I mean, let's go. "32 games, 2.93 ERA, 44 Ks to 14 walks. He's 6 for 7 in save opportunities in 2023." 0-1 pitch. There we go. Blows it past him. 98 miles an hour. MJ Melendez is 3 for 3, though, so we got to make sure he doesn't go 4 for 4. Popped up. Good. Munoz. 2 away. Good decision by Scott Service. A lot of times I'm like, God damn it, you idiot. But that was a good move. He probably could have done it even 1 out prior, but he had to wait and see. Because obviously you like Topa. You don't want to pull Topa out unless you really feel that he can't do it. And if we would have left him in, I guarantee we would have lost this game if we would have left him in there. So I don't know if I like you that much, but at least you're better than Dipoto. So, which isn't really saying much, but it is what it is. Freddie Furman, not Freddie Freeman. Freddie Furman, 301 average, 9 homers, 27 ribbies. Don't get any ideas, Freddie Furman. All right, let's go, Munoz. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 8-5 Mariners. We need to hang on. We had a home run potty, all today, so we cannot lose this under no circumstances. Throw to second. Oh, wild pitch by Cal. That could have scored a run. Rojas with the save. Someone buy him a dinner. If he didn't catch that, they would have scored at least 1 run right there off the wild pitch. Yeah, that would be good, huh? It's all good. One day, we won't have to worry about donos ever. Hell, we might get to a point one day where we won't even have to keep track. It's just the donos will be coming in and we don't even have to keep track of what we're at. Chopper, little force out to second. There we go. Munoz did his job. Yes, sir. 3 photos did it. Nice job. Yeah, but we're nowhere near that point now. All right, next up for the Mariners in the top of the 9th. 2 for 4 with a run RBI, a homer earlier in the game. First baseman Ty France. Batting second, 0 for 3 with a run with a base on ball. Big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. And batting third, 4 for 4 with a run and 3 RBIs with a homer today, too. Right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Ty. Nice job. Top of the ninth. He's like, I'm just gonna pull that baseball towards third base, and when you're on, you're on. Nice job, Ty. Next up, big dumper catcher Cal Raleigh. Really the only guy that hasn't really got going compared to everyone else in the lineup. He's 0 for 3, like Canzone and Ford. Top of the ninth, 8-5 Mariners. Pitches outside, 2-1 count. Come on, Cal. Well, Mo Gumbo, if you think you're so goddamn smart, what do you think the record's going to be? If you think you're a fucking expert, how good do you think the Saints are going to be? Because to think that it doesn't even matter the first game that they beat the Chiefs, even if they would have lost by 20, people are going to, people that know football know that everyone in the South is going to be garbage except for maybe Atlanta. And even them, they might only win like 7 to 9 games. So it's kind of a known fact, if you know anything about sports, that if you bring in Carr and replace Jameis, and then you end up getting Jamal Williams there with AK-41, even with the suspension and everything that you already have, what, you think you're going to finish in last place? Of course you guys are going to be good. Like, what do you think? You're going to win 9 games? I mean, you should be able to win 10 to 14 games. You should be able to win the NFC South, and then you're going to end up competing with the Niners and the Eagles, and with also the Seahawks and the Packers if Jordan Love plays well. So I don't know if you want to laugh at all the new experts, but so far you're not showing me anything that you know football, bro, besides being a hater. I'm telling you that the team is going to be good. Now you're trying to act like they're not going to be good. Because obviously you don't know more than me in football. So you think you do because you're a Saint fan, but I probably know more about the Saints than you do. That's facts. So I'm done with you. See you later. I gave him a whole stream, to be able to make up for it, but I don't want to make myself brain dead. So he'll make a fake profile and he'll go in and watch the reaction videos and comment on those. He had chances. You had chances, bro. But you can't teach stupid. So plenty of chances, my guy. And I could have done it within the first comment. So sorry, bro. Some of us got brains and some of us do not. Be better, bro. I was very patient. I had to cut a promo first, right? So it's like normally it's just the boot. But first I got to engage, right? Cut a WWF promo, obliterate someone verbally on the microphone. Then they backpedal and try to apologize. Then we try to see what they say afterwards. Then I try to cut them some slack. And then we got to evaluate what's going to be said after. And yeah. But of course, every Saint fan, Eagle fan, and Cowboy fan is an expert, and everyone else is a moron. Top of the ninth, 8-5 Mariners, and Shep is like, "Oh, hey, you got to chill. You got to chill." Yeah. So the Mo Gumbo needs to be more brains. Come on, man. I'm the brains of the operation. I mean, sometimes the haterade is just in your blood. It's in your DNA. I'm trying to make people smarter on the channel, not dumber. Okay. Like when you get people that judge people, on how they look, or what they're wearing. They just have this like vision of who you are, But if you really don't know someone, And there's plenty of people that you can talk shit to on the microphone, but out of everyone on YouTube, I'm in the top 1% that tread softly, and you better know what you're talking about if you're going to come in with that type of vibe and that energy. You're going to bring that energy. You got to be able to remember, I'm going to come back. You think I'm just going to let shit slide? You'll find out, and you'll get got. Just like those people in Alabama with the chair. Mo Gumbo got. Chair shot. Pitches inside. Let's go, Cade Marlowe. Hey, but it ended up making for good entertainment. Thirteen hits for both. 3-0 count. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, if you want to get like knocked out by Mike Tyson in his prime, I mean, I'll definitely do it. You know. Got him. Damn it. It's all good, Cade. And we got Munoz coming out. So, hey, Cade Marlowe can't be the hero every game. And we got Andre Munoz to close it out. So you tried to stand up for him, but I already knew what I was getting myself into. Okay. Right. You were like, hey, let's give the guy a little break. You said that, Shep. You did. Right. You're like, okay, we'll see where it goes. Right. We'll see where it goes. This is Shep right here. Right. This is at 7:18. Right. All right. Go easy this time. LOL. 40 minutes later, Hollywood Hogan boot. When you know, you know. He's like, damn, he knew. He knew. All right, let's go, Munoz. Let's close this game out, baby. Plus, you're lost, bro. It's like if you're a Saints fan and you're not even a baseball fan, what are you coming in here for? Just to talk shit? You know what I mean? Like, go watch one of your Saints YouTubers, and so that way you can argue with them. You know? Yeah. I took that motherfucker to the afterlife, and then when he was in the afterlife, I took him to the next afterlife. Fucking 12 feet under. Did it twice. Learn today. That's what we call not knowing who you're fucking with. You think you know me just because you've been watching my reaction videos for a couple years. You don't fucking know me. Fuck out of here. Yeah. Plus, it's 100 degrees in here. If it wasn't 100 degrees in here, yeah, maybe that conversation goes a little bit differently. But like I said, it all depends on what energy you bring into the room. What kind of energy are you bringing? Are you being positive, or you want to step up and you want to fight? You want to fight verbally? You're going to lose every time. All right, bottom of the ninth, 8-5 Mariners. Chopper towards first. Right there, Rojas. Safe. God damn it. Shitty throw to first. Do they need to review it to see if he tagged him? What kind of throw is that, Rojas? Jesus Christ. Remember challenging. Like, make a throw to first, Rojas. The fuck is this? Why are you throwing it in front of the bag? Oh, he got him. He's out. He got him on the back. He's out. Fuck out of here. He got him. Got him. Now we got to see if a fake profile will be created. That's when you can tell when people aren't willing to give up. Like, are you done? Are you done? Or do we gotta? Or are we coming back with the chair shot? Is that what was that what's going on? Stands. Stay down. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 count. And that's the difference between people that know me and people that think they know me. Popped up. One away. Let's go, Munoz. Close this game out. Pitches inside. 1-0 count. One 0 pitch. Pitches inside. Almost hit him. 2-0 count. Come on now. Two 0 pitch. Right down the middle. First strike. 2-1 count. We get a nice little double play here. We can just end the game. Samad Taylor in the box, batting 184, no homers and 4 ribbies. Big whiff. 2-2 count. And then after this game is over, maybe we'll do a food for a few minutes, see if we can get any other goats to come through, and then we'll probably end the stream. So, game's almost over here. I mean, not a better way to end a stream after a verbal assassination than look at some food, either breakfast or Mexican or Italian or burgers. We'll figure it out. Bottom of the ninth, 8-5. Marinez pitches outside and walked him. Fuck. This is the bad Munoz. Bad Munoz. Come on, Andres. You're not Paul Sewald, obviously. I mean, I don't want to lose this game here. Come on now. Well, we lost yesterday, so I mean, so far this season, this is the first game that we played the Royals this year was yesterday. So we lost 7-6, but we were down, 6-0 the whole game, and then we came back and tied it 6-6 in the last 2 innings. We had 0 hits for 7 innings, and then we ended up getting 6 runs in the 8th and the ninth. So this will be the second game, and then the third game on Wednesday, and the fourth game on Friday. And that's it for us this season. Come on, Munoz, focus. Let's go. 8-5, bottom of the ninth. Runners at first and second, one away. He just has to be the good Munoz. Don't try to be someone that you're not. Like Mo Gumbo coming in here. Try not to be someone that you're not. Or if you are going to be who you are, you're going to get got. And you did. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count. Yeah, we always play down to the competition. But also, too, we're on the road. And 20 of the next 28 games are on the road. And so it's going to be very difficult stretch, regardless of the record. If it's the Royals, the A's, the Nats, some teams are going to get no hitters off those teams. But other times, you'll play down to the competition. We got the Astros right after this. So we're going to bring our A game, We're 5-2 against the Astros, but we're 0-1 against the Royals so far. So, I mean, it's a part of baseball. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. Come on, Munoz, right down the middle. What the fuck you doing? Channel your inner Felix Hernandez, motherfucker. Garcia in the box, 2 for 4 today. There we go, chopper. 1. Safe at second, but at least he got the guy on first. All right, here we go. Runner at first and third. It would have been cool to get that double play to end it. Runners at second and third, but we got 2 outs. So now, I mean, we should be able to win the game here. At the very least, maybe they get 1 and it's 8-6, but I think we can win it right here. He was off the bag. There was no way he was going to get there. And it wasn't anything dirty by the Mariners there, just trying to jump up and get the double play. Yeah, it can't be any interference. If anything, the Mariner player ran into the Royals player after he was saved. So if anything, it's our fault, The hater mentality would say, yeah, it's interference and, everything is the other team. It's never us, That was just Rojas, trying to make the bang bang play. So is that the last of Mo Gumbo we'll ever see? Stay down. We'll find out. At this point right here, I wouldn't call any interference. I mean, there what could have been a little bit, but also too, Rojas ran into him. So just call it safe. It's fine. We got the force out at first. Couldn't get the double play. Second and third, 2 outs. Bobby Witt. He hits a homer, then it's 8-8 and it's tied. But we just got to make sure that he doesn't do that. So we'll see what they do here. It's always good to. No violation. There we go. All right, I had to close the curtain. Paisley came in here. Hi, honey. You love dad? I love you. Yes, you're such a good girl. I love you. All right, Bobby Witt Jr. in the box with the grand salami earlier. I'm not a hater, so I give the proper love and appreciation, but not too much. We acknowledge you. We know you're great. All right, I saw you play last year with Julio. Went to a Royals game specifically to watch both of y'all. And as long as it's not right down the middle, we should be good to go. Bottom of the ninth, 8-5 Mariners. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, 0-1 pitch to Bobby Witt Jr. Paisley's like, Dad, are you done yet? I will be. I had the window open and obviously just closed it and turned my photography camera or photography light on. So 1-1 pitch from Munoz. Pitch is low, 2-1 count. Come on, Mariners. Let's go. We need this win bad. And literally the most dangerous player is up for them too. Uh-oh. Munoz, 3-1 count. And then you kind of wonder, like, fuck, maybe we should have not got rid of Sewald. Especially when we're in contention. It's, but when we got rid of him, we went on an 8-game win streak. But this would be the exact situation where we would need Sewald. That's a strike. That's a strike. We got cocky and went to first base. Get the fuck out of here. All right, one more, baby. One more. One more, baby. No, he's going to get bases loaded. He's going to walk him. He's going to walk him. Aren't you? Aren't you going to walk him, Munoz? Of course you are. Here's the pitch. Oh, fouled back. Come on. At this point, Munoz doesn't have control, so I would bet that he is going to walk him. Based on what I've seen since he's been in. Let's find out. Runners at second and third, 3-2 pitch. Hit him. Idiot. Idiot. When you know, you know. Idiot. Sewald, come back. Come back, Paul. Fuck. Hello? Sewald? Paul? And this is the exact situation that, when you're in contention, you don't trade away arguably your most consistent piece. Yeah, I know we needed hitting, but at the end of the game, it shows you Munoz is not good enough to be the closer. It's just not. He's a good setup guy in the 8th, but he can't be our guy in the 9th. It's like we had Edwin Diaz, we had Paul Sewald. You need a guy like that, that has that swagger and that can fight the emotions and that can fight, in tough situations. And, for whatever reason, Munoz does not got it. You got the speed, but you don't have the location or the control. This is not good. Now it's bases loaded, 2 outs. Pitches outside, but called strike. That was a shitty call by the ump. Fuck. Come on, Ems. Let's go. Popped off. Foul. 1-2 count. Fouled off. Massey singles on a sharp line drive to center field. Julio Rodriguez, Velasquez scores. Taylor scores 8-7. God damn it. Fuck this guy. Motherfuck. Well, there it goes. We might lose this game now. 8-7. Motherfucker. Should have traded Munoz away. The video portion is going to be up here in like one pitch. Good job, Andres, you fucking idiot. Eight, 7. 2-run score. All we need is one out. That's it. Just one out. You know, but when you get a guy that is all heat with no control or no location, that is Munoz for you. And I know our hitting has been 230 as a team, you know, all year, and we needed, you know, to have that bat. And it's nice to be able to see, you know, Rojas emerge. You know, it's nice to be able to see Dom Canzone as a rookie, you know, do something. And we got Bliss, you know, obviously, you know, in the farm system. But you don't trade away your most, you know, consistent piece all year, arguably, in Paul Sewald in this type of situation. And if it keeps going like this, we're going to miss the playoffs, and the Blue Jays are going to get our spot. Now we just got to hope for a miracle. 0-2 count to Salvador Perez. Runners at first and second. Four-seam fastball, four-seam fastball, four-seam fastball. 1-2 count. Come on. Please. Please. Fuck. Come on, baby. Fuck. Fuck. One-two pitch. Line drive for a hit. Flying around. Got him. Eight. Wow. End of the ninth inning, and we're knotted up at 8. Holy fuck. Well, that's talk about blowing the game, and there you go. Just all we needed is to end the game right there, and of course we can't. And luckily we got him right here at the end, but fucking bullshit. Now we have to go to extras, just like the last fucking 3 games. Boo, Munoz. Boo. Gino got him at third base, thank God, but the damage is done and the game is tied now. Well, I mean, the way that Uncle Mo and the momentum is, chances are we're going to lose this game now, you know, just based on how the momentum has flowed. I hope we win, but it's going to take a miracle for us to come back and win now. Hello, Paul? Can you come back? Fuck my life. Well, that's what happens when you're a Mariner fan and you've only had 4 good years out of 35, so. That's fucking terrible. I mean, like I said, even with that big lead that we had, 7-0, you know, and that wasn't good enough. We literally had a 7-0 lead, just like they did. It was 6-0 last night, and then we tied it 6-6. So essentially what we did to them, they did to us, right? But then they ended up winning the game, and I don't know if we're going to be able to win the game on the road. So, and it's not what you would expect from the Royals. So, I mean, like I said, when you have the bad energy come in the room with Gumbo, right? He fucked it all up. I had to verbally assassinate him, but I guess that's what happens, right? Yeah, I left him for 40 pitches, and Scott Service is a fucking moron. And then who else are we going to bring in? So it's like, yeah, we have good pitching, starting pitching, but our mid relievers and our closers aren't really that good. They're good at times, but not like as a group now since Sewald's not there. Brutal. 15 hits for the Royals, 13 for the Mariners, both with one error, and the exact same scenario. They're up 6-0. We tied it, but we lost 7-6. We were up 7-0. Then they ended up tying it up, and now it's 8-8. And Munoz is not it. He ain't it. Fuck, I thought we did too. That's what happens when Gumbo comes in the room, Fucking gave us that bad energy. That bad negative Saints energy. I don't need that shit in my life. Fuck out of here with that. Oh, so I hope we can come back and win, but realistically, we're probably going to lose. That's just keeping it real, keeping it 100, It's going to take a lot to fight this momentum now. And Paisley's laying on the floor. Come on, Dad. What the fuck's going on here? Pitches outside. 1-0 count. Gabe Marlowe at second. Come on, Mariners. Let's go. Jose Caballero. Let's go, baby. Come on now. We suck in extra innings. I mean, there's a very good chance it's just going to be like strikeout, pop up, ground out. Like, I hope that we can fight it and that we can get the dub here. But if we were going to win, it wouldn't be in the 10th. So, Sarah with the please. The double please. Oh, we hit him. There we go. We'll take that. You already know, football streams, it's one thing. NFL or college football, right? Wrestling streams, that's something else. But you tell me, baseball, basketball, hockey, NASCAR, not the same. Support, not the same. Jose got hit by the pitch. Hopefully he's okay. Come on, Jose. You got this, baby. Let's go. Be tough. Runners at first and second. I mean, maybe we can win it here in the 10th. Yeah, the worst part about it, Sarah, is that I want to be able to reward you for all your hard work. But if I'm not getting recognition and I'm not getting rewarded, it's kind of hard to pass that down to you. So it's a team effort. We're always gonna be a team, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, but that's the worst part. That's the worst part for me. It's like I could care less. Obviously things are important: subs, views, donos. But it's like I obviously want to be able to give that love and appreciation and pass it down. But of course, if it's not passed to me first, it's hard for me to pass it down to you. And we just have to wait for a goat to come through and save the day. Ham Swaggerty in the box. Let's go, Sam. Me and Sam love the do-rags. Do-rag boys. Bandana boys. That's me and Sam. 0-1 pitch, going for the bunt attempt. 1-1 count. Come on, Mariners. Top of the 10th, 8-8 game when we had a 7-0 lead. Bunt, nice bunt. Nice bunt. Yes. Oh, they called him out, but he might have been safe. That was close. There we go. Good job. All right, we move the runners over to second and third. Let me see a replay how close it was. He was running fast. Ooh, that was close. Good effort. Ham Swaggerty, bandana boys. He did his job. One out and two on. Oh, they intentionally walked Julio. So Julio goes to first. Bases loaded, right? And they don't know. The Royals are stupid. They don't know that we're one of the top two teams in baseball with bases loaded. So if they were actually smart, they would have pitched to Julio. He would have fucked up, and we would have lost, right? But now with Gino, being in the box, right? The only team that's just as good as us or better with bases loaded, even though we're a 230 hitting team all year, right, is the Dodgers. So we might actually be the number one team in baseball with the bases loaded. I didn't look at Baseball Reference last night, but I know that we were number one or number two. We're not good with one guy on. We're not good with guys on first and second. We're not good with guys on the corners, but we're really, really good with bases loaded. Let's see if we can cash in here. It's funny that we talked about that earlier in the broadcast, too. Yeah, we were up 7-0. But just like the Royals were up 6-0 yesterday, we got 6 runs in the 8th and the 9th when we got blanked and we had 0 hits for 7 innings. So, sometimes that Mariner magic will come out. But Anthony, man. So many options. 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 1-1 count. Come on, Gino. Come on, baby. Be electric. Let's go. Come on, Gino. Come on, Gino. 1-1 pitch. Big rip. Big miss. 1-2 count. At least we only have 1 out, too. Come on, baby. One-two pitch. Pitch is low. Good eye by Gino. 2-2 count. Daniel in the building. What's good? Pitch is low. 3-2 count. Let's go. Let's walk in one, huh? Three-two count. Don't strike out. And he did. Motherfucker. 2 away. Let's go, Ty. Yes, baby. Let's go. Ty France singles to center. Cabanero scores. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Yes. France single to center. Cabanero scores. Marlowe to second. Rodriguez. Let's go. Let's go. This game. Ty right up the middle, right past the shortstop and second baseman. It brings in 1. It brings in 2. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. Ty motherfucking France. Let's go. Next up, big dumper Cal Raleigh. There we go. Maybe we will win now. We got a lot of fight in us, Let's go, Ty. Fuck yeah. My phone is blowing up. I mean, dude, let's go. Let's go. 10-8 Mariners. Top of the 10th, runners at first and second, 2 outs. Ty France normally isn't clutch like that. But today has been kind of an unusual day. Let's go. If they were smart, they would have pitched to Julio and he would have fucked up. He's not very good in clutch situations in 2023. And I love the guy, but I'm not going to defend a guy that I know that can't come up in the clutch that often. 2-0 pitch. Big rip by Cal. Now, see, if I'm Cal right here, I'm batting left-handed. Fuck the analytics and the statistics because obviously it doesn't matter. They want to do left-handed pitcher to right-handed batter, but you're not very good at batting right-handed. Just go left on left. Just saying. Got him at first, but we got the damage. The damage is done. 10-8 Mariners. Fuck yeah. Good job, Ty. What a hero. And that's what happens when Ty France goes 4 for 6 in a game and Teoscar goes 5 for 5. I have never seen these guys do this good in a game before. Period. I've never seen Teoscar go 5 for 5 ever, even with the Blue Jays. Let alone Ty France, being an all-star that he was last year, and then coming up big, obviously today. Nice job. Good job by those two. Now the key is, who the fuck is our pitcher? You had Munoz in there for 42 pitches, you fucking moron. Dipoto, Service, what the fuck were you thinking? Idiot. And we're just blessed that the hitters came up big. Anytime there's a questionable decision, for the Mariners, all you got to ask yourself is, do you trust this face? Do you trust this? And if you're not a Mariner fan, the answer is hell no. And if you are a Mariner fan, you know it's hell no. You goofy motherfucker. 42? What the fuck were you thinking? Jesus Christ. All right, we got Saucedo in. Hopefully Taylor can get it done. Taylor gang. Yeah, hopefully. $29 hits. Is that good? And on top of that, it's like 100 fucking degrees here. Oregon has a heat wave, 100 to 106. And I need this fucking emotion. Because that's what the rules are now. It's a ghost runner on second once it goes to extra innings. Give me this emotion right here. All right, pitches inside. 1-0 count, please. Popped up. 1 away. Good shit. Good shit. All my buddies are like, dude, the France and Teoscar stat line is nuts. And all the home runs, too. Well, you haven't watched baseball in a minute then. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about every game this season. Any game that goes into extras is a ghost runner. We got this. The key is that first one. It's that first guy. And I don't really have a whole lot of confidence in Saucedo. I really don't. But I think that he'll be able to do good enough where he might not get Ks, but like a cheap grounder or a pop-up type guy. So, ground ball, like I said. There we go, 2 away. When you know, you know. Hello, hello? Do you know? Yes, I do. One more. We got this. We got this, baby. Let's go, baby. Give me that emotion. Pop foul, 0-1 count, and then you can feel the momentum not really being there anymore. Yeah, they could end up hitting a two-run homer and it could be 10-10 for sure. We could lose this game or it can go into the 11th, but just everything with vibe, I'm pretty sure we have 90% chance we should win this. 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Game over. Yeah! When you know, you know. There we go, baby. Big win for the Mariners. And guess what? You already know what it is. Mariners got to dance. Mariners win. Mariners win. Mariners win. Let's fucking go. Yes, sir. Good shit right there, baby. And we got a game tomorrow, same time, around 5 o'clock. And then on Thursday, they're on at 11. So on Thursday, I'll probably do that game at 11 a.m. until 2, and then I'll do Thursday night football. And that matchup is on Thursday. Let's take a peek. I looked at it earlier today. It is the first game of week 2, Browns and Eagles at 4:30 on Thursday. So I'll do both games on that particular day. And we'll do a reaction video to the football game as well. Hell yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, sometimes I make it happen. Let's go. All right. Well, at this point, I don't know if any other goats are going to be coming through and whatnot. So, what do we want to do? We want to call it a day, or do we want to look at food here for a few minutes and go that route? See if any other goats come through. What do you think, Sarah? What should we do? Obviously, you have some days where it's good with views and subs and donos, and then other days, you don't get the love, you don't get the support, right? What do you want to do? You want to call it a day, or do you want to go for a little bit longer? Obviously, I need to be able to take Paisley for a walk, but in Oregon, it's still really, really. What is it? The temperature is 92. Okay, so should we do like 10 minutes and just do food? All right, what kind of food do we want to do? We want to do breakfast, or we want to do Mexican food just to kind of end the stream? I'll just look at my file here, and we'll go from there. All the delicious food. Some breakfast food. Okay, sounds good. We can go that route. Hi, France, standing by for the interview. Let's go. I got to put the burnt ends in there too. Pulled pork sandwich, brisket sandwich, the burnt ends. Woo, baby. £20 burger. What you know about that? With the Bob Saget look-alike. Fuck, at this point, I definitely could have a nibble of that. It's been a long day. That too. Lord in the building. What's good? Big win for us. Yeah, last 4 games decided by 2 or fewer. It's tough. Nice to come out on the winning end today, especially with all those home runs. This would have been a really detrimental loss. You know, it's like we should have won 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3 against the Orioles, and we only win 1, and then we almost lose 2 in a row to the fucking Royals. Fuck out of here. Like, who the fuck are we? The A's? Bullshit. I definitely am getting Flavortown vibes, though. Well, Gordon Ramsay, Guy Fieri. I only give you the good, good. Damn right it does. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you. $10 holla. I appreciate that. What would you like to see for a photo? I imagine this is your very first donation to me ever. And I want to make sure that we can do something to appreciate you. So you let me know what you want to see, either food or whatever your favorite thing is: baseball, basketball, football, hockey, wrestling, NASCAR, food, whatever it is. You let me know, and I throw it up on the screen. Appreciate you. Hey, yeah, Lee, Ohio. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. Cactus Jack. Bang, bang, $10 holla, my boy. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Let me know what you want to see for a photo. And, there'll be streams where we'll hit 100 to 200, 200 to 500, 500 to 1,000, 1,000 to 1,500. But hell, there's some streams where we're going to hit $20 or less, or sometimes if people aren't supporting, fucking zero, which is goddamn fucking depressing as shit when I'm working so hard. But it's always good to be able to get saved at the buzzer with at least a little bit of love and appreciation. And I don't know what it is, with people that watch people on YouTube, but people always show love for people who do football, NFL and college football, and maybe even wrestling. But it seems like when people do baseball, basketball, hockey, NASCAR, like nobody gives a fuck. That's a shame. Since I do this full time, I've been full time for a year and a half now, and it's just nice to be able to get that recognition, instead of just, grinding it out and feeling underappreciated. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Let me know what you want to see, and I got you. And in the meantime, I'll just keep throwing up some food photos. Appreciate you very, very much. First dono ever from Hey Yeah Lee, Ohio. Appreciate you very much. Do a few things of breakfast food. Yeah. On top of that, it's 100 fucking degrees in this room because we had a heat wave. So not many people would be willing to grind it out, being like this either. So 4 home run innings, Mariners all time. Tonight, my birthday in 2002 on May 2nd versus the White Sox. And then September 21st, 1996 versus the A's. A-Rod, Griffey, Martinez, and Sorrento. Boone, Cameron went back-to-back twice. And then tonight, Suarez, France, Fernandez, and Rojas. Nice. Yeah, and like I said, I got to open a window, but it's still like 90. So if I do that, then all the cold air that we have with the AC unit is, so I'm not going to be sleeping in my room tonight. I'll be sleeping in the living room on the floor next to the, the indoor AC unit with the tube. So yeah, Munoz terrible. I shouldn't have had Munoz in there for fucking 40 plus pitches. That's a Service being an idiot. Gonna throw some crepes in there, maybe some waffles as well. Fuck, everyone won. Blue Jays won, Red Sox won, Astros won, Rangers won. Fucking A. I'm just waiting for this heat wave to end. I can't wait for this weekend. And on Saturday evening, we probably won't stream, but I might stream early in the day. We'll kind of play it by ear to see what events that we got going on. But Saturday evening, more than likely, I'm gonna go out for some dinner or maybe see a movie or something of that nature. So Teoscar 5 for 5, baby. 4 for 6 for Ty France too. Huge. Man, it is so hot here. I need dinner. I need to go exercise. Glad we brought that energy. And again, I'll be back tomorrow around the same time, different thumb, same day. Hopefully, the same situation where we can end up getting the dub. And it felt good to be able to be on the winning side of it finally. Final score in 10, Mariners 10, Royals 8. I'm going to go spend some time with my pup. And hopefully, we can end up having a little bit better of a day tomorrow. Thank you to everyone that came through that showed some love that on Twitter, X, here on the YouTube side, anyone that donated, commented, or shared. I appreciate you. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.